There we go. In theory, all of that is working right. Hey, sounds good to me.
Looks right to
My
me.
voice being fucking loud. I really wish that I had better audio control. Don't know why it's being weird. I don't know why my ads are not synced up, which is also kind of annoying, but whatever. It's like Twitch has to send the notification to my OBS, and my OBS has to do it, and it was perfectly synced, and now it's like 30 seconds off. I don't understand. It's weird. Anyways, hello and welcome, dear patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. Today, I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and we shall be continuing the tale of Tyrant's Wrath. I am joined here with Ania, played by Storyestry, as well as Cyril,
Hello.
Galmar, Dakota, Rue, and Sapphire.
Hello.
And go follow
Hello.
Storyestry if you guys are interested in her content. She does amazing stuff. Does anyone want to do a recap for last episode?
Ooh, we can do the recaps?
Yes, you guys are more than welcome to do the recaps. My memory is absolute shit, so please.
Does anyone want to do? I can do it if no one else wants to. I think I can.
That's fine.
I
Okay.
only remember that, like, somebody mentioned clowns.
Fucking hate the
Right.
clowns.
And then someone was really being
Big
really
Galmar.
mean to Cyril in the mirror.
Really mean. So last time on Tyrant's Wrath, we were all getting off of the ship that was taking us to sort of the edge of a continent in the Elven region where the King of Bandits supposedly lives. And we are on a quest not to defeat him, but to settle a turf war he's having with an unknown secondary threat. We don't know who that secondary threat is, but in talking with the captain of our ship, we were able to get a peaceful parley. So when we docked down at the place, they were like, okay, you can come see our king and find out more about this turf war, which apparently has something to do with kidnappings. But you have to go through a test first. And you don't have to take the test, like only half of your party can, only one of you can, but whoever wants to actually see the king has to take this test. So we learned through Sapphire sneaking on ahead all on her own and coming back without being seen even once, that this test is basically a test of courage. We go to a mirror, and the mirror shows us our greatest fear. And if we don't die from it, we get to talk to the king. Supposedly, that's all we know. We also know that the castle, the ruined castle that the Bandit King lives in, is covered in memorabilia and murals and such of the Yuan-Ti, which has been an ongoing suspicion and possibly threat to the world, but most people just think of them as ghosts. And last time, everyone decided to take the mirror test, and Cyril was the first. And Cyril talked to a copy of himself and ultimately rejected it. Rejected its offers of possibly power, possibly life. It was a little bit vague, but Cyril knew that whatever it was offering was not something he wanted, and it was probably fake stuff anyway. So he rejected it, appeared back at the sort of hub room of this mirror world, and next is Sapphire's turn.
You are so much better at doing the fucking synopsis than I am.
That was really good.
Like, goddamn.
Thank you.
That's a fucking great prompt. Not prompt, fucking, what the word is. Recap. That's the word.
That was really good.
Thank you.
She was reading from the storybook.
Heck yeah.
I live up to my name.
One of these days, I will have you as a narrator. It'll be fun.
I'm good.
That'd be awesome.
Hmm?
That would
Well,
be
I'd
awesome.
be down. I'm good.
Yeah.
I would listen
I like
to
narrating.
that.
I would listen to that.
All right. So as Story said, we're going to be moving on to Sapphire as the next one that is on the chopping block, as she was the second person to have popped into the pink
Got it,
portals
got
of
it.
death.
Prison thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Good
Why
luck.
were the pink
I just
portals?
hope it's not a literal chopping block.
Well, yeah. we shall see. All right, so we're going to move over to her map here. Boop, boop. There we are. So
Thanks, Rue.
So,
Hi.
inside of the dreamscape, I suppose. Very
Vision quest.
nice, EXO. But inside of this mirror world, I suppose, that you guys are in at the moment, inside of Sapphire's, she pops up into a somewhat familiar sight for her. Is just vaguely on the tip of her memory of where exactly this is. Something to do with the Fae, from what you can tell from the markings and the stones placed around. We're inside of a small forest clearing. One that has sunshine pouring down through the canopy above. Around you is piles of rocks, circles of all shapes and forms and kinds. And you're just kind of standing there, wandering. What do you do?
I guess look around for somebody.
You look around for someone?
Yeah,
Okay. You look
or
around
something,
and
anything.
you look around and there's not a whole lot around you for the most part, but you do see a small swirling mist that's just on the ground, and it's starting to almost kind of take shape for you, but not quite. Doesn't seem to hold anything there. It's like a floating water of sorts.
Okay.
Oh my.
Am I close to it, or like do I have to walk towards it? Either
Uh,
way.
you're probably about 15 or so feet from it.
Okay, I walk towards it.
Okay. As you walk towards it, you see it slowly start to condense, and it's kind of you. You see your cloak on, you see your general hairstyle, you see your the swords on your hips, but you can't quite make out its face. It's almost figureless. You can't quite make out the specific details on it. And it looks at you, and you can almost feel it kind of looking past your eyes, so to speak. It seems to be looking kind of deeper into you. And it starts to speak, and it says, in almost a perfect mimicry of your voice, you are without knowledge, child.
Yeah, I'm missing a big chunk of my memory.
Interesting. Would you like it back?
What would that mean if I did?
You would get your memories back. You would become whoever it might be you were before now.
I feel strings attached to that.
You would simply embrace power. Haven't you ever wondered what it'd be like to be yourself again? Fill the hole. Find the mystery at the end of the road.
Yes, but what does that got to do with power?
Knowledge is power, child. Don't you always think that? Isn't that why you seek every book you can get your hands on? You read the stories woven into the souls of those around you?
No, that is not why I do that.
Oh?
I enjoy solving mysteries, be it a question, a puzzle, anything. I enjoy solving mysteries. I don't care much for power.
Interesting. You see some of the rocks around you start to shift, and they start to take forms of your companions that you've had throughout this journey. Ania on your left, Cyril on the right, Gelmar directly in front of you, Dakota, although in a weird wavy version, and Rue in between. And you see them kind of take those forms for a second, and you feel in your mind the voice kind of saying, each of your companions has a story, a mystery to unlock and to understand, and you're seeking all of them. But if you
Not just
die,
theirs.
oh,
Everybody's. I enjoy solving a mystery, whether it be mine, someone else's, or even just a storybook's characters.
fascinating.
I think so. That's why I like it.
Huh. I normally offer power, riches, or strength beyond strength to those who enter my realms. And yet you don't desire it.
Nope. I have no need for power.
Fascinating.
I've got this group of companions who I've only been with for a short time, but I have grown fond of them and their company. I am with them at solving mysteries.
And if they die
couldn't be
before
more
those
happier.
mysteries are solved?
I will mourn for them, but I will still solve those mysteries. And I'll keep going.
Interesting. And what if they cannot be solved?
I think everything can be solved. Give it time. I'll never stop trying to solve something.
So the idea of dying before a mystery is solved does not weigh upon your head, child?
No. That will just solve one more mystery for me.
What is at the end of the road?
Exactly.
You are a fascinating subject. Ask me one question and I will fulfill it.
Why did I lose my memory?
Ah, fascinating question. Normally those ask, why are you here? Or who am I? Or what kind of power do I seek? But one of asking, why did I lose that which is important to me, is one that is not often asked. You lost your memory because you are a pawn, child. You are simply a tool for the Feywild to use. And in return, the Shadowfell as well. You're the in-between. You're the one who decides the fate of either the Shadowfell or the Feywild. Whether you choose to do it or not, that's entirely up to you. But that is the answer to your question, child. You are a tool. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Thank you.
It bows, which is really weird seeing it in your modified form. And then suddenly, boosh, you get teleported all the way back to right next to Cyril. In fact, you land almost like right next to him, as like you can feel his poncho like flapping from the force of teleporting, and the wind kind of brushes against you as you both are teleported in almost the exact same moment in time.
I
Who
like the
is-
idea that the mirror world was just like, you have no memories. I have nothing to work with.
It's like you're not violent. You're asking questions. Fascinating.
I'd like somebody. He's like, well, I'm like, yeah, but is it deserved though, bro?
Yeah. All right, we're
Just
going
like
to
gets
move.
just like gets the fighter and the cleric. It's just like, oh god.
I really liked like Sapphire's little thing where she's like, "Oh, even like a storybook character, I'll try to find out all the stuff." I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool. It's so cute. I
Fits
love it."
super well. All right, we're gonna move over to Rue.
Oh no.
When you kind of come to, it's just the oh no. When you kind of come to, it's like you step through the portals and the everything kind of disappears for a second before kind of reappearing in front of you as like almost a mist story. The world kind of reforming in front of you, I should say. As you do so, you get this beautiful image of rolling hills, of a picnic table set up with a lot of different foods, a cheesecake on there, a tree to your left. But the weird thing is for you, it doesn't look like a place. It looks like a page directly out of a book. You can move around in there, but as you touch the ground, it's like you're touching paper. You can touch the table, but it's a weird mixture of 2D and 3D to a degree. And as you sit down on the bench, it's almost as if you're there and yet you're not. As if you're experiencing the world, but you aren't. Like you're an outsider. And you see yourself right next to you, and you can see all the different visages of you, your face, your sunken eyes, the black scaleras, your ward-beaten armor, and everything like that as it sits down next to you. And it's kind of holding the cheesecake, but it's not eating it. And you can see that it has like a cardboard texture to it, almost. It's a weird, almost 2D cheesecake. As you look around it, the shape of it never changes. It doesn't have multiple dimensions. You're only seeing one face of it. And the weird version of you doesn't look at you, it looks at the rolling plains over the mountains in front of you. And it just simply says, "You are a lonely child, aren't you?"
She's standing behind, taking everything in. Her gaze is cast off towards the scenery, but just a soft smile. But there's no real smile in her eyes. It's a nice view. It looks very pretty.
Indeed. A view not many receive, not many have, nor understand. But your view is different, is it not?
Is it? I think it's
You can't reach the plains. Not that you'll remember, anyways. One day you'll be here. The next you'll be over there. Such a shame, is it not?
She lightly shrugs. Well, I wouldn't know exactly what else to do. Can I sit down with you? She's gonna move over to sit down at the
It
picnic table.
gestures next to it. Of course.
Thank you.
Indeed. You are difficult to identify. You're difficult to understand, to see. You see life, but you also don't. What do you seek, child? What are you interested in?
Well, seeing it is, I guess it's much the same as it is now, isn't it? She like picks up the cheesecake and the cardboard feeling. There's a hint of when she can smell the cheesecake, and her mind has a memory of maybe what it tastes like, but it doesn't feel right. She hangs around it. I'm not really sure how to kind of go about it.
I could give you power beyond power. I could give you the world at large if you so sought. I could allow you the ability to taste, to feel, to touch anything that you desire. And yet, I cannot give you your memory.
I don't know if well, that does sound very nice, but I don't know if that would be nice for me. It's a different feeling from all this.
It would be nice.
Right.
But only
But
one
it
can
wouldn't
affect
be
you.
real.
Hmm?
Oh, she kind of whispers out, kind of like breathes out the words, says, "But it wouldn't be real."
Oh?
Well, even if you could, I don't know what those powers would do to make me here when I'm so far away.
It kind of gently puts a hand on your shoulder. It's a very gentle hand. It's not intimidating. It's almost like a very apologetic gesture, I suppose it would be. Simply says to you, that which is keeping you here, alive, also keeps you disconnected. It keeps you away, keeps you unbound to the world at large. And for that, I am truly sorry. Having no ability to be within the world in the moments, to remember that which is important to you.
Are
It is
you saying
one.
that
Hmm?
friend is the one that has taken me out of the story?
Whatever is that friend, as you call it, is keeping you alive, child. But its powers only have so many limits.
Oh, that's not great to hear.
No. And unfortunately, my power is strong. It goes far and beyond most creatures. But the power of God is something that even I cannot match. Even if I wanted to. Your memory is the one thing of yours I cannot touch.
Then, would you have any clues on how to help me? She puts her hand over the other hand that's on her shoulder, squeezing it and desperation filling her eyes. I don't know how to get out or to get back.
To get
And
back to your realm, you simply need to do nothing. I can take you back. Your fear is one that you will live with for the rest of your life. One that even I would not put upon another being. If you wish to be more connected, to have better memory, to be able to read your book faster, to be able to comprehend even faster, I can help with that. But you still will have to read. You will still feel disconnected from the world at large, and that I cannot help with. But I can give you power. I can give you any riches you desire. I can give you information that you require. Just not deific. It does have a very somber tone to it. You can almost feel it does seem like it's apologizing to you with this offer.
her gaze casts off as somber frustration just mars her face. What do power and riches have for me if I cannot go back into my own story? I don't know how to save myself.
Wow. She kind of gently pats your shoulder before moving away from you. The only way to take back control, to become yourself again, is to take control over your own life, child.
How do I do it?
Well, your friend, as you say, owns your life. They hold your life in their very hands. They control it like it is putty. So you
But
simply
they
need to
also
take it
save.
from him.
I can see. I'll see if I can ask friend what he can do or what they can do. They saved me, and if not for them, I don't think I would have lived. But maybe they have more ideas.
Did they save you, child? Or did they simply allow you to keep living? There is a difference.
She looks a bit struck.
Do you think your friend wants you to continue living because you desire it? Or do you think he's just lonely?
She's a pondering expression. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what friend really wants, but they were always with me. Might as well go and ask them.
I wish you the best of luck there, child. Gods are known for many things, but letting go of their toys is not one of them.
Well, thank you, and it's a nice little scenery you have here, and sorry that it looks a little off.
The scenery comes from you, child, not from me. The horrors that you require assistance with, even I cannot help with. And the fears that you face, you've been facing them all along. There is nothing I can do to you that is more horrifying than what you are already doing to yourself.
Wow, you make it sound so horrible. She's laughing, but well, thanks for the picnic, though, and thanks for talking with me as well. You're being very polite, and I really appreciate it.
Well,
I thought it would be super spooky.
I would be, but I am just sad for you. The only release for you is death. And we'll see if
We
you
don't
have that
know.
soon.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but yeah. Thanks. I'll got some ideas. I'll see if friend has any ideas, and thank you for helping me with that.
We shall see if you can implement them, child. And you immediately feel yourself teleported all the way back to that same scene with Cyril and Sapphire right next to you. You heard for just a moment, just a split second, as it said the last word that it did, almost a sinister tone to it. A tone that was so strange compared to its somber and sad tones the last few minutes of conversation. That really, really stuck right in your head as you're teleported right next to them. Who is the fourth? Ania!
Oh boy!
Aw.
Hooray!
All right, so as Ania kind of steps through her portal, you are in quite possibly the most beautiful forest clearing you've ever seen. There's a big pool of water that is in front of you. It is nighttime. There is an evening glow to the area. The water is sparkling blue with various different flowers all around you. The moon itself is shining above. The stars, you can see there are thousands of them. The tree canopies shining with their night light. The water reflecting them. It's crystal clear water. It's almost perfectly shown water. As you look around, there's not a whole lot around you at the moment. What would you like to do?
Not moving yet. Am I able to see my reflection in the water right away?
You are.
Or would I have to
yes.
get closer? Okay. She's not looking at her reflection yet. She is more like, whoa, about everything.
Mhm.
She's not even going to try to read the stars. That's too many. She's a little bit like this is the opposite of scary. And then she notices the water more and immediately recognizes, oh, they're going to do the reflection thing. But she's already like in the position to look, so she does end up looking at her reflection.
As you look in the water, you can't quite see anything in there. You look at yourself, and instead of seeing what you yourself, you instead see wavy shadow lines in the water. It's your general shape, but it's kind of changing as you're looking at it. It's growing taller, then shorter, then taller, then a little bit shorter, then much shorter. And then it's just shadows cutting through all of you that's changing and molding itself into thousands of different clothings and skin colors and weapons and armor and thousands of different images and pictures that you see in the water fluttering through each other pretty much constantly.
Nia observes it for a moment, not scared, which she's curious about because she assumed going in she would immediately be accosted with something really scary. And she just she is unnerved, and she watches it for a little bit. And if it just continues to change, she is going to look around a bit more carefully.
Mhm.
Just
As
look
you-
around, just look up.
So you look around a little bit, you do see just kind of a shadow next to you. It's vaguely in your form, but it has other hints to it too. It makes no reaction to your movements. It's just standing there looking at the water.
She jumps with a little yelp and a little hop to the side,
Mhm.
and then relaxes a little bit, like, oh, hello?
Why, hello there, Jack. It's just watching the
Nia.
water.
Nia pauses and then tries to look at its reflection.
There is none.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it doesn't exist.
And Nia will look back and be like, I don't recall being scared of myself.
You have not looked inside of yourself for long enough, then.
She'll pause and she'll tilt her head a little bit and be like, are you the mirror?
In a way, yes. I am the entity that resides within the mirror. I am everything and anything you would want to be. I am everything that you desire and hope for, and I am nothing. In any way, shape, or form.
Ania gets a sort of almost predatory grin, and she takes a step forward, leaning over to look at them like, what do you want to be?
It leans next to you, and for a moment, you see the most horrifying wolf grin that you've ever seen, as it simply whispers in your ear, your worst nightmare, chat. Before it leans backwards and resumes its normal shadow form again.
She is a little bit unnerved by that, and she is quiet for a bit. Like, oh. And the entity has a moment to speak before she recovers herself.
You have so many conflicting minds within you. I don't even know where the first step to start is. You are one and yet not. Confusing, yet straightforward. passionate and driven, and yet scutterly and afraid. What is your desire, children?
Anya will do a little laugh at the change from child to children, and she'll look at the water for a bit, thinking. And then she'll tilt her head and be like, "Why are you asking what I want instead of approaching what I'm scared of?"
Simple. What you desire in life is directly representative of what it is you are afraid of, as you are attempting to get the tools and resources to avoid that which you're afraid of. If you are afraid of a beast, you get a bow. If you are afraid of lava, you find some water. If you are dying of thirst, you drink. If you're dying of hunger, you feed. Survival of the fittest is directly necessary for fear of death. So,
She'll nod.
whatever it is that you desire, what you are afraid of is the opposite.
She'll think about it, and she looks at the water. And she'll continue. I think people generally have many desires, not just one simple one. Even if they weren't like me. Well, right now, I want to get out of here without dying. That's a desire.
Interesting. Why do you seek the avoidance of death?
Nia thinks about it. Well, it is true I don't know what's beyond death. I think most people have guesstimations about it, but... Well, I guess I avoid it because I don't know. And also because I probably wouldn't be me anymore.
Fascinating. You are... Oh, thank you for the care package. My throat is dying. You are not quite something new, but you are not the usual old as well. What do you seek aside from just death avoidance? Do you seek power to avoid death? Do you seek the speed to outrun death? Do you seek the approval of your companions so they don't lead you to death?
She'll look back, and now that she's recovered her nerve a bit, she's going to get that same, smug grin, like she's about to do something. And she'll, lift a hand and start listing things off. So she's gonna be like, well, I don't want to die. I want to live to a long, healthy age. I want my party not to die anytime soon. I would like to find more books I like. I would like to taste more new food. I'd like my mom to be okay. I'd like for my stuff to not be found out by people who will do bad stuff with it. I like getting new clothes. I would probably want those. And she'll trail off a bit.
And you're cool.
What'd you say?
And you're cool yourself.
She scrunches her face at that. Like you weren't supposed to know that sort of scrunch.
It slowly kind of leans in towards you, and you can kind of see its form taking a little bit more of a solid shape, but it's completely indescribable. And it's just looking directly into your eyes as it bends over slightly, and it is exceedingly uncomfortable, because you can tell it's not looking at you. It's looking past you.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking into your eyes, but it's looking past where you think they should stop.
instead of answering, she's going to avoid the question. Be like, why are you working for Roderick?
I am not.
Do you like being here? Getting little people to face you every now and again?
Time means nothing to me. It passes, but not in my world. People come and people go. They survive or they don't. But for me, time hardly passes. For me, century for you is simply the time between when someone enters and when a second one does. Whoever owns my mirror has no hold upon my being. They simply feed things to me.
You will huff and then try to, trade question for question as she thinks back on what it asked in the first place. I really don't know if I can narrow things down to one thing. What I'm seeking right now is to figure out what the stars have given me as my duty.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'll do after that.
Interesting. You talk as one, and yet you don't. Why?
You will shrug a little bit. I think most people are like that, but maybe I'm speaking as from a place of someone who hasn't really experienced what people outside of myself experience. But oh, I know. It's like if someone acts differently in one situation, like maybe there's someone who's really rich and they act very, very composed in front of their family who's also rich, but they act totally different around other people who, are not as well off or more rowdy. But both of those are still the same person.
Hmm. Ask your question.
She almost asks question. She does not. she pauses and squints and thinks, is like, what is Roderick afraid of?
Ooh.
Interesting. It has that weird, disturbing grin upon again as it stands back to its full height, which is roughly about the same size as Cyril. And stands back to its full height, and it kind of stands and keeps its grin this time. And simply goes, he is afraid of not getting revenge for what happened to his family.
She will nod and not say anything, committing it to memory.
So tell me, little one, why do you keep your same persona around everyone?
Well, it wouldn't be very safe if I didn't.
Safety? What do you care about safety, child? You're around a group of menaces who practically try dying every week.
I know.
So again,
But
child, I ask, why do you keep one persona?
she gestures to the air and she's like, for the reasons you just said, they keep getting themselves killed. If I reveal anything, one of them is going to just say something and let things slip.
So little faith in your companions, and yet you trust them with your lives.
I have to trust them with my life. I don't have to trust them with me.
Would you like the ability to be able to trust them with you?
Neil will squint at that and she'll be like, That seems like a lot of things. I don't think you can account for every instance of that.
No. But I can give you the ability to kill anyone that is deemed a danger to you or yours. Then you'll be safe, would you not?
That sounds pretty evil.
How do you define evil, child?
She will start sort of pacing in a circle, gesturing with one hand while she holds her staff with the other. Well, even if it would be nice to get rid of someone who is deeming me unsafe, they are also only doing things to protect themselves. The reason changelings are so feared is because people worry that their loved ones could be changelings. And even if it upsets me that that is the case, that doesn't mean that they're trying to be malicious, or at least not all of them. They genuinely think they are in danger. And if my friends let something slip, it's not out of malicious intent either. So, to kill someone for something that's not malicious, it sounds pretty evil to me.
If you wish to change the world's mind, why do you hide, children?
Well, one person certainly can't do that by themselves. And
Sure
if
they
I
can.
She pauses.
The world is full of stories of heroes of might and glory. Arthur Bearkiller changed the world by a dime. His strength is heard all over the world. Borin Iron Fist, Alec Storm Rider, Carmen Wildfire, Seraphina Star Whisperer, The Rock Dawnbringer. All names of single individuals who changed the world.
But there's probably many names that don't get recorded because they died trying before they could get that far.
Indeed, they did not have the power to survive. And there are many, many, many more who very simply never tried in the first place. They stayed safe. And they died safe.
Ania scrunches her face up and gives a glare, because that definitely hit a little bit. It's well, the stars didn't give me the quest to help people think differently about me. They gave me the quest to find out what's going on.
Did it?
I can be remembered for something else.
Did the stars really give you the quest? Or did it simply show you the future, and you took the quest on upon yourself?
She'll think about that. Well, I think both, because the stars would have chosen me for a reason, and they likely chose me because I would accept. And I'm sure there's many star druids who would also accept, so there must be some other reason they chose me specifically.
Maybe. You were the only one available, child.
No, that's nonsense. There's many star druids.
But are there many with such interesting connections?
I have no connections. Well, not many. I lived with the druids my whole life, pretty much.
You are connected by chance to the Fae. You are connected by chance to a god. You are connected by chance to the Shadow Realm. You are connected by chance to ancient beings from hundreds of years ago. You are connected to creatures larger than life itself. You're connected to a great many things, children.
What? you helping me? Aren't you supposed to be scary?
Fear is in the eye of the beholder. What you fear is not necessarily combat, nor is it necessarily something that is painful. Sometimes what you fear is simply a conversation about something that lurks deep inside. You fear, child, not being able to be free, to express yourself however you choose without the risk of death. And yet our whole conversation is me looking past that into your fear. And it spooks you.
It does, but not as much as I thought it would. You can obviously read my mind, and I already had the suspicion of that before I even entered here.
You're in
And I
my
don't-
playground, of course I can.
Oh, I hate that. Well, I also don't know if you're going to be telling anyone.
Why would I?
To be scary.
What fear is there in telling another individual about one's fears? They just get used to it. And then... and then they die. And it's just disappointing. But if you leave this place, you will always know someone is lurking, knowing what's in your mind.
You've been quite helpful, actually, so I don't think I'll mind that too much. Even though you may be mean later.
Do you not desire anything?
I didn't come here with the idea of getting anything. Why are you asking? What do you get out of it?
I get to watch as you gain power, and then you install fear in those around you. Fear is created through the unknown, and what is more unknown than you gaining a power no one knows about, showing it off, and every person who is around you, close to you, and feels a connection to you, no longer knows who you are.
You can't get out the mirror, so you use other people to get out the mirror. To spook people.
Kind of tilts its head for a second, looking at you with curiosity. Suppose that is a way that I influence those around me, yes. Never had one put it that way before.
Well, I can't really trust you enough, but maybe if we see each other again in the future.
Well, there's still one last thing for you to do with your companions before you leave, child. So, it's very likely you'll see me again. Any last remarks?
Great. You'll think on it. And then sort of give like a bow, like a half bow, like, thank you for being pleasant so far, even though you may attack us later.
It bows back to you. A very deep and very formal bow that reminds you of a different image before it straightens up. You're in my playground. It is only natural that I watch a schoolyard fight. And then you are once again you are teleported to the once again scene where you are right next to Rue, Sapphire, and Cyril, as you all pop up right next to one another.
Hooray!
Who's the next one? Dakota!
Dakota.
Dakota.
Oh, good luck. Somebody gotta
Cody,
hit
you've
this
already
guy.
made enough deals.
So somebody better
Just shoots him.
fight this guy. Yeah, somebody better fight this dude.
Oh
Someone's
no,
gotta
she's in
bite
the
him.
undead asylum.
So you step through this area, and
Oh my god, I haven't logged into Foundry. What?
Good job. Let me adjust something real quick so at least my monetization works better.
I have to pull up my stuff in case I have to shoot someone.
So you step through a portal, and the very first thing you see is a rusty cage in front of you. Oh. Thank you, Aura. I did not realize that was miswritten.
Wait, what?
I
Why's this map called NV Dakota? Did I miss some sort of naming scheme with the other characters' maps?
No, they were all envy.
they're all envy.
Oh.
They've
Don't
all
worry
been
about it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's important for me to remember. Don't worry about it.
All right. Okay. I'll stop thinking about it.
Yeah, just think twice, and then think less.
All right. Is this the same cage?
It is very similar, although it is inside of a dungeon rather than a cage. So it's a very weird look to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you are inside of a strange cage-like area that is compressed. It's very small. There's a lot of rust on the bars of the cage. It's very uncomfortable to be in, and as you walk up to the cage and you kind of test it, it is fully locked, and it is quiet. Just as quiet as the one you remember.
Dakota kind of walked in this expecting something like this, but like when you're in the moment, it's just a lot. So Dakota, he kind of starts to like breathe heavy as he pulls out his gun and is trying to, and he kind of like bangs against the bars to like test and like see if there's anything. He looks at the locks and whatnot, trying to see if he can find a way out of it, or if it happens to be like the same lock from before, because he knows how to pick that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying to like investigate and see what's going on here.
It's definitely a similar type of lock, but you just can't lockpick it for some reason. You keep hearing it click. You keep hearing it do the right motions, the right movements, the right sounds, and then nothing happens.
Can I shoot it?
When you reach for your gun, it's not there.
Ah, dang it.
Your other gun's there, but it does not have ammo.
Mm-hmm.
No bullets within it. And after a moment, you see someone leaning against the wall that is outside of the cage, right next to the door. It looks in the same position that you are always in, but it's definitely not you. It is wavy and weird, covered in shadows. You can barely tell what is exactly, except that it has a humanoid figure.
Is it me? Is it? Sorry, I'm very excited. Is it the changeling?
Is not. At least not that you can tell. You can't tell
Right,
any
okay.
form of it, just that it's humanoid.
Okay. All right. All right. What is this? What are we doing?
Kind of locked in there, huh? Always
Certainly
locked in
say
here.
so. Plan on letting me out?
I can't do that. You locked yourself in here, kid. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Cage ain't even locked proper. Yeah, you still can't leave. Wonder why.
I think you're gonna have to explain that in different terms, sir or madam or whatever you are. You the mirror, or is this some kind of...
I am everything, I am nothing, I am all that you desire, and everything you could hope for, kiddo. You've already left this cage several times in the past. You've gone out, you've gone back in, you've gone out, you've gone back in, and then you left. But did you really? Looks like you're still trapped.
How am I supposed to get out?
That's a good question. Why do you want to leave?
This just isn't a way to live.
Oh, really? It grabs the lock and snaps it off the door and tosses it behind it as the door slowly swings open. Wander, then.
I slowly step out, trying to, if I leave, a freaking trap is just gonna like come out and stab me as I just kind of like look around, really careful.
She's leaning against the wall, just watching.
I don't understand.
Well, you say ain't no way to live in there. Wander. Go on, explore. See how free you are.
I don't walk around. I just like like make sure that like the guy's like always in
There's
eyesight.
multiple pathways you can take. There's multiple runoffs. There's cages all around you. There's all kinds of paths you can take if you wish to take them. Whenever you turn to like the side to like look at another spot, it's just always kind of leaning against a wall. Always in your view, no matter where you look.
Mm-hmm. And trace my hand along the walls. Still not entirely sure what this is.
Explore and you'll find out. How long do you explore?
As much as I can, I guess.
Alright, well, you go down a hallway. And then you go down another hallway. And another one. And another one. And another one. You're definitely going to different hallways. The cages are all different. They're different sizes, different bars, different metals, or whatever have you. And yet, you're not going anywhere. No matter how far you go forwards, doesn't really change. You go backwards and you get all the way back to the cage that you broke out of. And you go the opposite direction. And you go down that path, and then that path, and then that path, and then that path. And you hear the voice as it leans against a wall in front of you. Just go, figured it out yet, kid?
No matter where I go, I'm still trapped. It's still better than the cell, though.
Is it?
Still better than that place.
What's the difference?
Yes. And there, I had nothing.
Out here, you
But
got nothing.
I still have my friends, and pretty
Where
sure
are
that
they?
even if
I don't see no one but me and you.
even if I end up trapped here, and I'm not, I'll find a way out eventually.
Really?
They would find a way to save me eventually. They're stubborn as all get out.
You sure about that, kid? You're in my playhouse now. Remember that one Dakota book where he was stuck inside that labyrinth for a little while?
It lasted for way longer than it was supposed to, but this ain't it. I've done this song and dance before.
Right, control this playhouse. So what makes you think that your friends can ever find you again if I don't say they can? God, Xena.
What's your plan here? You gonna try and like kill me, or we just gonna be stuck here for all eternity?
Well, certainly I won't try to kill you. What's the point of trying to kill you? I'm just watching you be afraid. Every second that you last upon this place is a memory that digs itself into your brain. You are away from every single person you ever know, never might know. You may never leave this place again if I don't deem it correctly. Doesn't that sink terror into your heart? Or have you gotten past it yet?
Dakota just kind of like stands there for a moment before he like he's like steps back. His breathing gets like kind of quick as he just turns around, like bolts down the halls. You know, maybe if he runs fast enough, like maybe it's a space-based thing.
You go down 10 halls, 20 halls, 30 halls. You race down this corridor with all of your might and speed. You see thousands of different cells on your left and on your right. You see all kinds of different stone patterns on the walls next to you. You see different torches lit up in different places all over. And over again, you run down hall after hall after hall. And you are, once again, just in a hallway next to two cells. Panting
What kind of torches?
out of breath.
What kind of torches are on the walls? Are they the kind that I can tear off?
Yeah. I mean, they're metal, but you can rip them off. Most of the walls are decaying to a degree, so.
Well, try and take one. It's better something than nothing.
Yeah. It's kind of warm in your hands, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Run so far away, and yet you got nowhere. Which direction you want to go next? Left, right, back?
Just anywhere that gets out. I'm gonna attempt to, because they're standing there, right?
Mhm.
Just like up against the wall. I'm gonna try to throw the torch at them. You know, they're a shadow.
It
Light.
hits them, and the torch just kind of stops existing.
What are you even supposed to be? Like,
Everything
what do
you
you
could
even
ever
get out of
want and
this?
everything you could ever need, and nothing at all.
or everything you could ever need. You sure ain't giving me nothing.
You haven't asked.
Fine. What can you give me?
What do you want? It has a
Get out.
Cheshire grin on its face. I don't even have to help you to get out. We're in your head.
Say what my head looks like.
Is it not?
My head ain't some kind of cage.
Ah,
All I think about is freedom. It's my entire thing. That's why I'm this.
is it? Who are you?
I'm Dakota Ryder.
Ah, hesitation in your voice.
I want to
Who
be Dakota Ryder.
are you? Now, who do you want to be, child? Who are you?
I'm the changeling.
You
But
see
that-
some of the walls start to kind of crumble slightly around you.
I don't want to be the changeling. I want to be Dakota Ryder.
There we go. That's what we got right there. It starts to walk forward towards you, and its outfit starts to change, and it becomes was it Mississippi?
Yeah.
And he kind of like towers over you. He's like, "You're playing a role, boy. You're playing a role that you have taken on for you, and your greatest fear is that that role will disappear. And yet you've locked yourself into that role over and over again. Unlike your companions, I don't have to scare you. I don't have to dig into your mind. Your mind has already done that for me. It's fascinating, really. I don't see many people torture themselves every day, although your group is a strange one indeed. But you, Dakota Rider, every day is a living hell.
I don't want to be the changeling. The changeling was helpless. They couldn't do nothing. Dakota can save everybody. Dakota isn't tied down.
How many people have you saved, and how many people have you killed?
Those were people that not. I had to kill them.
Did you?
There was.
Would
Didn't
Dakota
have
Rider
another
have
choice.
killed every single one?
It's not like I wanted to kill them. If I didn't, then I would have taken away everything I have. And then I'd be back there.
And yet, here you remain.
You keep saying I'm locking myself in this place. But if I just wasn't tied down by what the night, what the elves, by everything there, I wouldn't be here.
Would you like the power to erase their ties?
What is that even supposed to entail?
I can give you the ability to cut off your connection with that terrible, terrible night.
Dakota lets out like the most like pained, mirthless chuckle I've ever seen. Now that's a dance I've done before.
Interesting. The question is, child, would you like to remain under the grip, the thumb, and the claw of those who oppress you, or would you like to stand up? Are you Dakota Rider, the merciless hero who'll kill anyone and everything that stands between him and his goal? Or would you like to be the defenseless changeling that falls down at every single fight?
If I had that power, would you just be another knight? Would you
Of
just
course I
be
wouldn't
another-
be just another knight. The knight is a fool. You are a pawn. A pawn that can quickly become a queen. And yet you don't hold on to it. Only a fool gets rid of their pawn before the game is over. I have no interest in whether you live or die, child. I have no interest in whether or not you become the greatest hero that the world has ever seen, or the greatest villain that has ever been trampled. I have simply the interest and the desire to watch you stay afraid.
But ain't that something I'm not? But I don't want to be afraid.
You hold yourself back You throw yourself under the bus at every conceivable moment you can. You sacrifice yourself like no one I've ever seen before. And yet you hold yourself in this cage. You restrain your fears. You hold your fears deep, deep down inside. I want to release those fears. I want you to wear those fears as a badge of life. Fear is a natural event. If you hold it down, strangle it, you are simply hurting yourself.
What about my friends?
Your friends are a rowdy bunch. Whether they will accept your new powers, well, my bet is they won't. And won't that be such a joy?
I don't want to be afraid, but I don't want to make them afraid too.
And why not? You're under someone else's thumb every day and every second of your entire pathetic life. Wouldn't you want for once to be on top?
No. I don't want to be like what the High Elves and what the Night was and is to me.
Such a pity, then. We'll see whether or not you can escape this labyrinth of your mind. But not with me. And you immediately get teleported right next to Cyril, the full moon above you, and you throw up.
Yeah. Yep.
Very, very unpleasant transition.
Just had to go for a little sprinkle of more Dakota suffering.
Just a little sprinkle. All right.
Oh,
And
gosh.
Gelmar. You there, Gelmar?
Oh dear. Sorry, I needed a minute to close my door.
Oh, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You get very hesitantly walk through your gate, with either curiosity or whatever form of adverse you have towards it. As you walk through, you are on the mountains again. Deep, deep within the mountains is an area that you only vaguely recognize, but as you look upwards, you see a gigantic wyvern skull connected to a gigantic wyvern spine that stretches for hundreds of feet, stretching across the mountaintops. You don't recognize the bones from any of your travels that you've been through before. You don't really recognize why this area both feels familiar to you and yet doesn't at the same time. It's cold, but feels gentle. Very, very gentle snow falling down around you.
Taking a minute to probably... Actually, never mind. I guess he probably still thinks the axe is in his hand.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to start stepping up towards the skeleton, trying to figure out what it is and what it's doing here.
You walk up to it, and you are about the same size as one of its teeth. As you kind of check it and look over it, you cannot for the life of you tell what kind of creature this is, aside from the fact that it's probably an ancient wyvern of sorts.
Never knew they grew to be this large. He mutters to himself, running a hand down on the side of one of its fangs.
The last great wyvern. You hear a voice from behind you. Shockingly close to your own.
He'll slowly turn around towards the figure. Are you familiar with them?
You see yourself to a degree. It's a little bit larger than you are, and it doesn't have either of the stuff on your wrists. And it looks over at it, and it has a different great axe as your original great axe, not your current one, on its back. And it says, I've seen a few in my time. This one was an old foe, I suppose. Last great one that died many hundreds of years ago.
The one that spawned up the guild?
Indeed, the Swords of Carmine, I believe they were called, or something of that ilk. Sheer determination, willpower, and strength. The stories I've heard are countless.
He slowly turns around back up towards it. Still, it is a pity this is the way it had to go.
Indeed. Your kind is not long for this world, are they?
I don't understand what you mean.
It kind of shrugs for a second, and it kind of continues just looking at the dragon. What do you desire, child?
Oh, now that's a question I've been asking myself for the past several months.
I see. Have you come to an answer?
None conclusive, but countless thoughts and losses that could potentially come from embracing either side.
Fear holds a mighty grip upon one's heart, every day and every night. You don't have as much fear as many others. It is fascinating to see. Though, lack of fear is also called stupidity as much as it's called bravery.
I get that a lot, he says, as tilting his head sideways.
Do you desire love, companionship, brutal murder? Do you desire to be a savior, a king, a knight, a hero, or a villain?
He recoils at the comment of murder, in fact. And almost seems confused at most of his final suggestions. You speak of quite grandiose situations, but none of those is what I seek. To some degree, I find myself satisfied with where I currently stand, even if I do still have much work to do.
So what is it that you seek?
It's a complicated question, and again, one I still don't have an answer for.
Most who come into my domain come with a question, come with a desire, come with a passion, come with something weighing upon their heart. Many come to gain riches, to gain power, to gain freedom. All fear what they do not know. And yet you seem to struggle with the concept that fear exists.
No, I understand fear exists quite well. I understand that it's a common motivator for just about everyone to some degree. How else would everyone else have been able to strive to work together to assemble the civilizations that they've constructed and bring themselves to stand up to defend those they might not even ever get to meet?
So you are afraid?
Everyone has a little bit. Just seems you haven't quite figured out mine yet.
No. Yours is lost to me. Is it fear of losing those who are close to you, maybe? Not quite.
Why is this a concern of yours?
It is more an interest. Once you fear something deep, deep within your soul, it stays. And you desire something. Many are envious of one another, and they desire what they just don't have. And that's why I seek to know. What do you not have?
I still don't quite understand the question. What is it that what sort of answer are you looking for?
I'm not frequently asked that. I wish to know how I can help you, child. We shall put it that way. How can I help you achieve that which you envy?
He actually bursts out laughing at that question. Oh, my friend. If only it was that simple. What it is I desire is not something that I can so easily be given.
Ah.
I could request that you aid in getting rid of these restraints, but even a god nearly killed himself trying.
Indeed.
I could ask for insights as to where my sister is, but I wouldn't be able to verify any of it, and it would be so easy for them to simply move her again.
They often do have a way to move, yes.
I could ask to turn forward the clock, to regain what was lost. But doing so with these restraints is only going to make that time wasted.
So I have nothing to offer you?
Nothing that crosses my mind.
In that case, ask me one question, and I will give you whatever answer that I am capable of answering.
What happens to everyone else who didn't pass the test?
They simply died. They fought that which what they feared, or that which what kept them trapped, or even that which they never thought they could fight. And they lost.
And that's just it? No further penalty, no further punishment? They just reached the conclusion of their existence?
If you lose to what you fear, and envy takes over your heart, there is no escaping it. And they simply died.
That might be the saddest thing I've heard all day, he says, looking back up towards the skeleton.
You feel a small amount of sadness behind you as it simply replies, "The road I travel is a sad one indeed." And you get teleported back to this same place. This is actually a battle map this time, which looks slightly bad, but it's whatever. But you get teleported to that same place with all of your companions now right next to you, and you hear the violent throwing up of Dakota on the ground in front of you as he's just hitting the ground knees first and just spewing. Everyone else, like, they all have a moment where, like, you all kind of regain notice of the world around you, more or less. And it has changed ever so slightly. You guys are all surrounding a small fountain. There's now a rock formation up top, and kind of the ground around you has changed to more of a foresty one. But you're all together once again.
Is everyone all right?
Ania points at Dakota.
No.
Gilmore's just gonna step up behind him and start patting him with the leather gloved hand, specifically his back. It's alright, it's alright. I don't know what it is that happened, but it's over now. Buttering under his breath. Clowns are so weird.
Did you see clowns? Are you afraid of clowns?
No, can't say I was afraid of anything I saw back there, but
Nathan.
So the space around us has changed.
Very slightly, yes.
You have heard.
I don't know what else he's doing.
Oh, we're probably gonna end up fighting like ourselves or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah,
I just asked
Oh,
him
you-
to help me with something really quick before he left.
I might want to
We're
mute
not
Sapphire.
finished.
I can't seem to get it from her, and he seems to be the only one that will
Sapphire.
be able to get it from her.
Sapphire.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, we're good.
Oh,
We're still not finished yet? I thought that was
Oh.
it.
Nah, he said there's more for us to do.
Ah,
Or
I
they
was
said.
I was about to say that it wasn't that late at the bat, despite
Wasn't
having
that
us go
bad.
with a knife.
what did you all do?
I had the picnic. What did you guys do?
No, I was in like a forest grove. It was really pretty.
Oh, sounds good.
That's nice. That's nice, everybody.
What did you do, Dakota?
And she absolutely knows it didn't go well.
Dakota like glares at her before it just like I fought clowns.
What's it, the clowns?
The clown.
that sounds great. Did you win?
Did you win?
Yes.
Good job.
No, I had it on you. And he just says, give him a more firm pat on the back.
Dakota's like
Jesus.
knocked forward a bit.
What'd you do, Cyril?
Cyril, did you win the fight with the clowns?
There was no fight.
Ania pats his upper arm.
I saw everything I could have ever wanted.
Do you want a hug?
No,
Okay.
it was all just a trick. And even if it wasn't, I will keep telling myself that. But for now, start kind of looking around, noticing the subtle changes in the space. I don't think we're done. We should form up.
What was that format?
Form up.
Mm-hmm. Ania takes her form up by stepping behind Cyril.
Dakota's gonna check if he can summon his gun.
You can indeed.
Ah!
Sapphire drops her bow and gets it ready.
Perception check.
I'll
Alright, go
move
for it.
over more towards Dakota and Sapphire.
Okie dokie.
Look, get behind somebody or
Where's-
something.
I'll take a position right around here.
Uh.
In a defensive stance.
Sapphire can feel her
Oh,
her sword vibrating with
There we
electric
go.
energy. Or one of them.
You know
23.
what?
Huh?
I'm sorry. The thought had crossed me.
What's the thought?
I'm gonna I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet. But you
Ooh.
finish what you were gonna say.
Fair enough. So as Ania kind of looks around the area, directly across, she does see shadows forming. In exactly
Oh.
identical positions to what you guys are in right now.
No, we're going to fight ourselves. It's so annoying.
Oh,
Where would Rue be on in here?
I think
Ania will
she's right above Sapphire here.
point past Cyril so
Ah.
everyone can see. Like, she'll point her staff towards where she sees the shadows.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Mm.
I'm gonna following her finger and seeing what's taking shape. I'm going to actually disconnect the spear from the shield, and I'm gonna spend a spell slot to get 2 exertion points,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at excuse me, both Gelmar and Rue, and I'm gonna put my shield in front of me and just call out shield wall.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm
Fun time.
going to use that. I'm going to use that, which I can choose an ally within 5 feet, and until the start of the next turn, me and that ally gain 2 AC, as long as we both remain within 5 feet of each other.
Very nice. Who are you choosing?
I think Gelmar has. Yeah, I think Gelmar in this instance.
should it
I'm actually
be?
going to raise up
I
my
know they can
gauntlet.
snipe behind.
I'm actually going to raise up my gauntlet, rub across its surface, and say, "And we will continue then." And I'm also going to proc shield wall on him.
Smart. Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Can I true strike and armor of Agathis?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
While you do that, I'm going to do
I always forget
this.
spells.
See if I can flip that. No, that's just those one. I'll have to manually flip every token apparently.
Oh, Dakota's in front?
Oh,
No, it hasn't moved
that's-
him yet.
Yeah,
Hasn't
that's
moved
Oh,
yet.
right.
having to
okay,
move
okay.
everything. They're going to be
What kind of world
identical
do we live in?
positions to all of you at the moment. Yeah, I had
This
to
is
click
not
that.
great.
There we go. So
Oh
that's
no.
her right there, you right there, you here, and you here. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
Dakota
hold on.
down one. Dakota
Oh.
down one.
Wait,
Really?
Dakota down one? No, it's Sapphire up.
Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, what?
But Dakota's behind Ania.
No, Dakota's on a straight in a straight line with Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota's placed so he can hide behind anyone when he needs to.
Oh, it looks
But
different on
in
my
order
screen.
Oh, that's odd.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I'll show you. Let me get a little picture really quick for you guys. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, that is a little odd.
Let me see. Oh, you're correct.
Hey,
That's a little
Sin.
odd.
Can I request that you
I'm
put
kinda
some sort
adding
of
that.
marker on each of the
Yeah.
other characters so we can tell which ones are ours and theirs?
Yay.
Did that fix anything?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fixed for
We
me
will
now.
put resources, maybe we'll put torch, I guess, maybe. Does that work? On.
Literally
Parents?
anything works so long as it's an
Oh.
indicator that we can use.
Here, I got tint color. There we go.
Oh, that's good. That's the devil, but all right.
That's the devil.
Oh god, I hate that.
There we go. We'll just update everyone with the tint.
It's so the transition is so menacing. Like wow.
Oh, it's Cyril barely changes. Okay, that's
Just watch, they're all a couple levels below us, but they have a weird buff that makes them stronger somehow.
Mhm.
Wah, 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 wah.
Still
Dakota
have to-
really was noticeable there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Gets rid of the green.
That's so menacing.
Shoo.
You still have to move Sapphire and Rue up or something like.
No.
Or maybe Sapphire should go behind Rue.
There we go. Okay, hold on.
That could work, yeah.
Let me make everyone in the correct positioning here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oops.
I just don't want to shoot anyone in front of me by accident.
I think you'd
There we
have to roll a nat 1 for that to happen. Granted, we've
I don't.
had enough of those.
I don't want to jinx it.
there we go. Okay. In
well, yeah,
theory,
there we go.
everyone
There
should
we
be in
go.
correct placement now.
Here, 1 second. I think mine's breaking out.
All right. Maybe. It's all good.
Yeah.
Reloading.
Perfect.
Okay. And then I will. Yes. So I will roll all their stuff real quick so I'm able to give them different names. Hold on just a moment. Ania 2, Sapphire.
Just name them. Just name them. Just name them
Ignore
after our characters, and then just put a question mark at the end.
Oh, that's a good point. There we go.
Or you could do the worst option, which is like make the names but backwards.
Oh God, no! I'm never gonna remember that crap. And what was that story?
Ania's gonna. Can she get enough time to do a shillelagh?
Yes.
Okay. Free shillelagh. Yay.
And I will say during this setup phase, the Ania question mark also has a shillelagh. Let me just roll initiative for all of them real quick.
I will say on the initiative thing, Rue doesn't say
Oh, does it roll both? Shit.
Oh,
Supposed to do that. Hold on. Maybe I should duplicate your sheets. Hold on, let me do that real quick.
I might have actually. One of those might have actually been me doing it, Sin.
No, you're fine. I'm pretty sure it's copying everything, which is kind of annoying for me. So I'm gonna do a slightly more difficult route, but that's okay. Because yeah, we have a shit ton at the bottom there, but that's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm good at what I do.
Oh, where was initiative again? I lost it.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, it's not gone yet.
It's on your character sheet.
Okay, there we go. Feel free to re-roll your initiatives if it did it weird.
I intentionally rolled mine. I can see mine is still up there.
Okay, good.
I never rolled mine, but your roll for mine is there. Do I roll for mine?
Yeah, feel free to re-roll it.
Yay, I don't get to have one initiative.
Let me see.
Watch it roll one again. Let me find it.
Very nice.
Sapphire.
I was gonna say the odds of that is like 1 in 125. I think.
Hey, Cyril.
Oh dang!
Does that give copies? It does not. That's fine. I'll just update their names again. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Didn't roll mine.
Yeah, mine says no combat encounter is currently
Maybe
viewed.
because you technically already rolled.
I didn't roll yet.
No, I mean Sin did.
Let me clear your initiative and then re-add you.
Wait,
there you go.
Didn't Cyril just roll a nat 20 on his initiative?
He did. It should be.
His
in
roll
that
currently says 12.
Oh, why is it so weird? 20.1. There we go. I'll update it. Okay. In theory. Oh,
There we go.
okay. Weird.
It's
Clever.
probably because when I rolled it, I couldn't find the button for initiative.
Ah, okay.
So I just rolled it as a dex
That-
because I don't have a modifier anyway.
Ah, fair
That
enough.
makes sense.
No,
think
it
I
was.
did
Proud of.
It says no encounter on, so I don't see anybody's initiatives.
What do you mean?
Unless anyone else in Foundry doesn't see it.
You
I
guys
can
should
see
all
the
see it in
encounter.
the secondary screen.
The second, yeah, there's nothing in combat encounters.
Oh.
I have
If
a
I
full
click
list.
begin
Well,
combat,
aside
do you
from,
guys see anything?
It's missing.
No,
it's
if
missing Rue
you,
and Sapphire,
Yeah.
but aside from that, I see everybody in there.
they're not in the combat turns.
Oh, now I'm in combat turn. Oh,
There we go.
nobody. Let's see.
They're not in the round.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they're not.
okay. Let me add Rue? Question mark? Yeah. Okay. Gotta change Rue's name on there. That's fine. And then who's the other one missing?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. There you go. Okay. Rue, try rolling your initiative real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-log it. Oh, see.
And then I gotta make everyone pink again. Gotta make everyone intimidating.
Oh, yeah, now I see.
Sorry,
Oh, you're fine. Why are you apologizing?
What did you do?
because I was the one who suggested it.
Oh, you're fine.
No.
It's a good thing, Bob. It's just I was a dumbass and didn't do it originally. So
It's a good thing the other Dakota is going last. I think, 'cause otherwise he'd freaking destroy us because he's so cool and awesome.
He's so cool.
And-
I
He's
would
so cool.
love to see a Dakota unknown. I won't say Dakota 2 because it's easier for me. Get a natural 20. That would be so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He's so angry.
Problem is, we know how hard Dakota hits.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Dakota's running like lock levels of damage.
God.
I'm using
And-
Cyril as cover.
Okay, and then Sapphire, feel free to roll your initiative as well. Should be the I to the left of strength on your sheet.
Sapphire, I don't think isn't she still using
Yes,
the,
it would be as soon as I can log in.
Ah, you're
I
good.
thought she was still using the dice channel. Did she? finally get
She
into
has Foundry, yeah.
Grog
It says
says
you're
Yeah,
locked in.
my internet's being very slow, so I'm gonna use Bogsy.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's just a D20, right?
Let me double check your stats real
you
quick.
have like
D20
a
plus your
D20 plus
dex.
3.
Oh yeah, that's right. Period. Can't forget that.
You're good. I'm more than happy to adjust your stuffs. Where is your character? There you are. Ta-da.
Total of 12, it says here.
Thank you. 12.03. All right. So now I will roll all theirs. Cyril,
Yay!
Ania,
That's
or Anya?
Not
Question
good.
mark?
Rue, Jesus,
Yay!
Gilmar,
Elmar?
never been so happy to see my own
Oh.
teammates roll so low.
Sapphire. Oh.
Could it
Dakota.
Nice and heavy.
Is this
Oh,
a
fuck.
butterfly? Oh no.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that's an interesting split. Okay. So
How's it look?
Wow.
I can't see anything.
it will go. I'll take a screenshot real quick, a snippet, so you guys are able to see it more easily for anyone who's looking. VC chat. There you go.
Let's see. Okay, never mind. Don't need to say anything.
So in order, it's going to go normal Cyril, Shadow Dakota, Shadow Gelmar, Shadow Ania, normal
great.
Dakota, normal Nia, Sapphire, Shadow Sapphire, Rue, Gelmar, Shadow Cyril, and Shadow Rue. I love how Cyril's on the top and the bottom. Beautiful. Okay. Cyril, is your turn first, my good sir. You are seeing perfect copies of all your companions across from you. They're just slightly shadowy. You can't quite... It's like they have a weird shadow fade over them. I will say that Dakota Shadow version also did the exact same Armor of Akathis and True Strike.
True strike. Oh gosh.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to take... So Cyril is with his shield interlocked with the other two.
Mhm.
He takes his spear, and the tip of it gets this like weird, bright, sickly green spark, and he rests it on the top of his shield, and it fires off like a flare. And he's going to cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh, interesting.
Over the group, over the group of Nega us,
Mm-hmm.
and they all have to pass a Dex save.
Okay.
Can't find what the actual save is.
I believe for you it would be DC 11. It's on your spellbook section on the bottom left. Yeah, so if you're on the spellbook tab on the bottom left, it says DC 11.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because my start bar was
very fair. So feel free to roll
so they
your
have
Fairy
a
Fire.
DC 11 Dex save for everyone within that 20-foot cube.
Okie dokie. 20 feet. I think that's the full section, right? Yes, that is the full section. That's every single person. Let me...
Law of averages. Somebody's got to fail it.
Someone's got to fail eventually. Let me... Did you send it through already? Did you use your spell slot for it?
Sorry. There you go.
Okay. Let me do first level. Just do that real quick for you. DC 11 Dex throw. Let me highlight everyone and then. Oh, it just does one person. Oh no, it does all. Okay, maybe. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so we're just wait for this to go through. Hold on, just a moment. I think I'm missing one of them. I think it was Gelmar. Oh, yeah, two of them failed. Okay, and then
Two
Gelmar didn't roll, so let me roll his one.
A dex saving throw? Heck yeah, he's probably gonna fail. Yeah, he fails.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
I
so
got 50% out of that. So the three of them are like wreathed in that like an outline of that green light, and it is now advantage for every attack against them.
Oof. Okay. We will do... I'm trying to remember what the fucking stats effect is. Jesus, they're so small. Let's see. We'll do a stats effect of this bear. Oh, only does one? Okay, fine. God damn it, Foundry. Why do you have to be so unhelpful sometimes? Okay, so all three of them who have that little bear icon are now advantaged. So now it is Shadow Dakota Rider's turn with advantage. And
Wait, I still have a bonus action.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do. What would you like your bonus action?
And I can cast a bonus action spell, right?
Yes.
All right. I am going to
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to think here.
Such suspense.
We're leaning on the edge of our
I'm
seat.
gonna break formation. I'm gonna be the first one to break formation here.
Form the
And-
formation. Fuck the formation.
Hey, just because I tell everybody to form up doesn't mean that I'm going to stay there. And
you might
I'm
wanna-
going to. You're gonna see Cyril sort of like scratch something in the soil with his with the toe of his hoof and tap it, and that sort of like briar effigy of him pops up, and I am going to use Spectral Slash on the Nega Cyril.
Okay.
And I'm just going to hope that it works. I think it's an attack roll on my part.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, and I believe okay, that's a melee spell attack. Very nice.
Yep.
And your AC, your shadow AC is 15. Actually, no, they're in the wall formation because you guys were in it, so it's 17.
Even
Technically, since we both used shield wall on each other, that's +4 AC to each of us.
Oh. That's not hitting. In that case, okay.
fuck, even with advantage, what the fuck?
your fucking your initiative was like only good roll. I love that.
Damn it.
Okay, so it's now the Shadow Dakota, with True Strike on, as well as Armor of Agathos. Which let me just double check what that does real quick. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that cool takes 5 points. Cool. So it's going to True Strike, as well as Sharpshooter, all 3 of its attacks, 2 of which are going to go directly for Cyril, and 2 of which are going to go for Rue. Or 1 of which is going to go for Rue. Where is you? And we're on to 3 of that? Yes. And attack. First 2, with advantage. The first one is going to be with 1 more, whichever one is higher, because of True Strike. Okay.
Oh.
So the first
Does
one
that hit?
is going, well, Cyril, does a 23 hit your AC?
I think it's a bit high.
Actually, Sin, I'm going to use my reaction on that.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to proc my protective wings. He gets a
Ooh.
+3 to his AC.
Fuck me. So, hold on, 23, so that's 4 plus 3 is 7. That would be 22 AC versus
Ooh.
23 hit.
Oh, well, that still hits.
So
Oh,
it
no.
still hits.
Wait, what? We still have shield wall active.
Yeah, it's a +4, isn't it?
Yeah.
+4 total.
Yeah,
oh,
+4 then +3 would be a 22 to 23.
crud.
Yeah, feel free to take the wings back.
All right. In that case, I'm going to interception it.
All right. What does that do?
D10, right?
D10 plus my proficiency reduced from the damage he receives.
Ooh, okay. And let me just double check something on Rue's side real quick. It looks like you have Fighting Initiative Intercept, Rue.
I posted just
okay.
a rough little thing on there.
Cool.
Oh, was the one on training session enough to teach it to her? Dang.
Was it?
It's not
Thank
very hard one to learn, so it would be enough to. You guys spent like a day or 2 on it, so. Okay, so when a creature sees on target within 5 feet of you, you can use your action to reduce damage takes by 1d10 plus your proficiency. Okay, feel free to roll your proficiency, and then it's also hitting Rue. So 2 hits with a +5. No, +10 to both.
Unfortunately, I can only defend 1.
Yeah, is it a +10, Dakota? Your revolver? Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter is +10. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I'm not including the -5, am I? No, I'm not. dumb.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. So actually, your wings would have prevented that. I apologize. I forgot that the +5 existed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, usually I would I use? Yes, I would use sharpshooter on. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it would have been 18 versus the plus. Yeah. So your wings would have intercepted. I apologize. I'm not used to using other people's sheets.
Fair.
Dakota is very complex.
Dakota is very complex, to be fair. So that would have missed because of your wings, which is good. The second one would have missed entirely, and the third one is towards Rue, who
Does
don't-
not have 26 AC.
is not at 26
No.
or 21 AC, because -5. So you do get hit with the full damage, unfortunately. While the arrow is blocked from everyone else. +10, 16 damage to you, which is the lowest possible amount of damage you could
Oh my
take.
god.
Plus 10? Holy shit. 16?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
16
Dakota.
damage.
Holy
Wow.
shnikes.
I'm shocked it rolled a 1. I'll be honest.
I'm fucking thankful. What
Yeah.
the
Jesus. So that would be Dakota's Dakota. You know what we'll call this one Dakota and the other one Dakota Rider.
That's not gonna be confusing at all.
It's fine. Shadow Dakota, Shadow. Wait, which one was? God damn it.
Oh my
Oh wait,
god.
I have -3 for not piercing attacks.
Oh yeah, you
so
have
Take
the armor
one.
master, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it
it-
piercing?
Yeah, you do have -3 for. Is technically a piercing. It's a magical piercing, but her one heavy armor master normally doesn't deal with magical, but I find that stupid, so it does reduce magical as well.
is it
Because
13?
it would be 13 damage. Yeah.
Aye.
All right, that is the full scope. That you guys hear 3 bullets ring out, and 2 of them, one of them flies just way beyond Cyril's head. Another one, you see spectral wings appear around Gelmar as it slaps basically one of the bullets out of the air, and the third one just chonks into Rue, knocking her back slightly. Let's see. Now is Shadow Gelmar's turn. We're going to do.
Hey, Sin, just so it's out there. Since they're under shield wall, if they actually move away from each other, they actually break the shield wall.
Oh, interesting. Okay. In that case, they're going to move here. And what's in your inventory? Oh, you do have one.
Technically speaking, he does have a crossbow. He just doesn't have enough dexterity to make it worth using it.
That is very true. He is going to. Ooh, interesting. He is going to use his what is that called? Malicious mark on his Sapphire on his team.
Let me quickly post what that does.
Yep. And that's exertion
that's
pool, right?
just- Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't actually contain the description.
No.
Hold on.
Kind of odd.
As a bonus action, you can mark a creature within 15 feet with the sigil. Alternatively, you may activate the stance by expending your reaction after dealing weapon damage, marking the creature you've afflicted the hit on. While a target is marked in this way, any attempt to use the help action against this specific subject is done as a bonus action rather than as an action.
Oh. Wait, does that mean that is that ally using help towards someone, or is that enemy?
Technically speaking, help actions against the marked target are done as a bonus action instead of the normal action that they normally have.
Okay, in that case, yeah, it will be on Sapphire. And so it's just gonna stay there, pretty much ending its turn right there using its bonus, its action, I think. It's also going to hold its main action. I think that was a bonus action to use Malicious Mark. Yes, it's gonna hold its main action in case one of you guys get close. It's gonna hold its a specific attack. For Ania, as Ania Shadow Ania, I should say. Could think of a different word. hey,
no.
hey,
Oh, no.
hey,
Oh, no.
hey, do you remember something you were messaging me about, Ania?
Are you prepared to do that many things at once?
No. So, not right
That's
now.
up to you. I didn't think so.
That would have been
Well, guys,
absolutely
it was
cool.
a fun
Yeah.
plan.
Did you redo all of your spells, by the way, for last?
Not today.
All
These
right,
are the
cool.
ones that I have ready.
This is this is a rough one.
You don't
to
have many
use.
choices.
I really don't. This is kind of interesting. You kind of made it. You didn't do a whole lot of damage, so you kind of fucked your enemy there. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
wow, that's good. Oh my god. Okay.
The
Christ.
main damage one I have, other than the native one I have, is one you don't want to use.
That is very true. It would have been very rude to use that, but okay. I'm going to it's already shillelied, so actually it's going to guidance. He is going to cantrip guidance, a shadow Cyril in front of her, which I believe gives once before a spell ends, the target can roll a d4. Okay, so whenever it does an ability check, he'll be able to do that.
And he is going to
Hmm?
Ania's going to whisper to Dakota and Sapphire, if you get a free shot on me, you have my permission to go all out. I will go down very easy.
Well, I was thinking of going all out.
I will go down very easily. It's going to also do, as a bonus action, Starry Form Archer. So it turns into Ania's Starry Form thing, but with a weird shadow twist to it. I don't know how to define that better, so.
It would be like galaxy colored, except like the stars are dimming.
Ooh. You do see a couple of them inside of its form exploding.
Ooh.
Dakota, normal is your turn.
Alright, so Dakota he's gonna pull out his gun and she's like, alright, I ain't playing nice today.
Get
I'm
him,
not
cowboy.
Alright, I'm about to pull out something. How good are we at playing long range? He's gonna ready like his gun, and there's gonna be like shadows like going through it, and he's gonna cast Hunger of Hadar.
Oh god, wait, hold on. Is that a melee spell? Let me see.
No?
Oh no! She
Oh.
conjures up essentially a massive black maws and tentacles that lashes out. At a
Oh god, it's
small
with
area.
150 feet. Shit. Oh, I should have used that. Wow. 20 foot.
What did-
Jesus. Okay, so feel free to describe that to me if you would like to. Feel free to post it too. Send it through.
I think that's...
Oh, it doesn't.
No, not there. Okay,
go
hold on.
through.
Right, okay, so we're gonna put that right there. I just...
Yep.
Okay, it just does all the things.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so he pulls out his gun, and because I like to think that's how all the spells are channeled, right?
Mhm.
He aims and he fires at the ground, past Sapphire and like Cyril as a black pool kind of erupts around everybody. There's ink and it's going around. It's like there's slurping noises. Tentacles come out. It's like the Shadowfell was conjured right in the middle of everybody. Because Dakota has been through a lot, and he knows how powerful everybody is. He knows how much damage he can do. And he's seen everybody. He's just not for it today.
It does say that when they start their turn in the area, they take 2d6 cold damage, And when they end their turn in this area, they must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 damage. Would you like to use the 2d6 and 2d6 you have already, or would you like to re-roll it when the time comes?
I think I did pretty good, right? That's a pretty good roll.
It's a decent roll, yeah. 5 and
I think-
4 is
I think-
good, and 1 and 5 is good and bad, so average.
Yeah, I think that's pretty alright. I like
Okay.
that.
We'll keep that then. Okay, so pretty much all of them when they start their turn in there are going to take 9 damage.
That didn't take my true strikeout, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good job, John.
And that is your main action. Do you have a bonus action you like to use?
Let's see. 60 feet. I mean, how many feet are they like away? Because
From
I
you,
think-
50-ish.
wait, hold on. Oh, do I don't know if I have any other any bonus actions aside from.
I have
True
honestly no
striker.
idea.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You could hex.
Well, I could hex. Yeah, I'll hex myself.
Okay.
That's a metaphor for Dakota's life.
I will hex myself. We'll give it the charmed one right there. All right, is that the end turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
You've charmed yourself. Ania, normal.
You're so charming.
Charming. Charming. Ania takes Starry Form Chalice. So
Ooh.
she does her usual thing where she gets slightly taller, her hair seems to straighten, but it's hard to make out her form because it's, galaxy, funky galaxy colors. In this form, which I don't think she's actually taken before, one of her hands is holding a chalice made of stars, and it seems to be overflowing. But the liquid that's coming out of it doesn't pool anywhere. It just is constantly looks like is overflowing. So whenever I cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier.
Shit.
So that is a bonus action to switch to Form of Chalice. And for my normal action, I will do Cure Wounds on Rue, as well as the additional. She's taking full cover with Cyril. She's going to ask, Cyril, are you moving forward?
Probably.
It's
Ania's
best
going
not
to-
to stay in one spot. I know too many things.
Ania's going to switch to be guided behind Gelmar. She's trying to take cover behind allies unashamedly. But let me go ahead and roll Cure Wounds.
Very fair.
Are you able to ever hold movement to match with somebody else's movement?
That's a good question.
I would say yes, as long as you don't use any of your movement.
Okay.
Thank you,
Ania's is not going in there. Even if she could. So
Boom!
11, and then you also get the additional 1d8 plus wisdom modifier,
Dang.
which would be +4, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that would be more than the damage you took, because that's at least 20.
Oh, blessings. Thank you.
Pretty much go all the way back to full health, which is
Oh,
very good for
it
you.
feels so nice. Thank you.
So Ania's hiding behind Gelmar since she expects Cyril to dash forward, unless Gelmar's gonna also dash forward, but he hasn't said it yet.
Okay.
To be fair, you also didn't ask him, so.
It's true.
It's true. The start of the battle. We're not sure what we're doing.
Though I will also say, you did directly see him during the fight on the ship, him repeatedly darting towards the monsters and then just jumping back.
True.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Sapphire, what'd you
Hiding
like to
behind
do?
Gelmar.
Sapphire?
Hunger of Hadar killed Sapphire.
I'm here. Sorry, my baby just got hurt.
Oh, she
What
okay?
happened?
She was playing with the laundry basket, and my dad was picking it up and hit her in the face.
Oof.
By accident.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Oh.
Do you need a moment? Oh.
It's okay.
Poor kiddo.
Do you need a bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
please. Thanks.
You're good. So we'll move over both Sapphire and Shadow Sapphire's turn for now, and we'll come back to it. So in that case, we'll go over to Rue's turn.
Okay, guys. Friends, be with me now. Let's go burn these pages. And I cast Fireball.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
And I use max damage for my abilities. So
Oh,
you guys
boy.
better be praying.
Oh,
You guys better pray.
Oh boy. Let's see. God.
Cast the fucking spell.
Oh my
the
god.
first
And it's
time
max
I
damage, whatever it says. So 8 times.
How much is 8? That's
Fireball.
48
fucking-
damage.
48.
first time-
Jesus Christ.
And it's halved. It's halved if you can make the what is it?
The deck
The
save?
deck save.
Fuck.
DC
Okay.
16 it looks like here. The
Let's
first
see you
time I'm
scramble.
glad that my character has poor dex.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, here we go. Let me
The
select
law of
everyone.
averages.
Ania's either dead or she takes more than half.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that's
Oh.
Shadowroo. God, there's Shadow Sapphire.
Yes.
Galmar, okay.
Wait, who did any of the bears
Oh.
things have disadvantage on?
Oh,
Oh,
I think she just
4
wiped out.
times damage!
She watches with a grin that grows wider and wider as
Or
as
double
everything
damage.
burns.
Christ. Who's that? It's Dakota. Dakota gets hit. Oh,
Oh
fuck.
my gosh!
Ania's just gone.
You
She
just
doesn't have
slapped
more
their
than-
entire team. Hold on, 48. That's more than Cyril's health.
She just wiped out Shadow Cyril. That's 96 damage.
Like these
My only
pages
question.
burn.
My only question is Rue still alive? Because if so, I know what I'm doing on her turn.
I know, that's why I said
Oh, no.
scatter. Everybody scatter.
Fuck me. Okay, so let me go run through this real quick. So Rue's character has a 4 that fails. That's full damage, 48.
I think the only one who actually passed the score was the Shadow Gelmar.
Good God, that should not be how that worked. 48 for Shadow Sapphire. So shockingly, they're not all dead, but they might die with the fucking Hunger of Hadar. Jesus Christ. In fact, I think both of them do. No. Rue's still alive. Okay, Rue is still alive. Hold on.
Yeah, 'cause I
Galmar
have
takes half damage, which is 24. I
Yes,
think.
indeed.
Okay.
Yep.
Shao Cyril instantly dies. There's no surviving that. No, if fucking full power fireball with max no.
Oh my god.
With not only max damage, but doubled max damage.
Yep.
Not surviving.
I'll do again.
Let's see.
How much is that in total?
98.
96.
96.
Yeah.
Dakota takes 48, which instantly kills Shadow Dakota.
Yes. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, flip. Wait, something I move?
Yeah, Shadow Dakota's
God.
dead.
Just
And
bored.
Shadow and Neo is also dead.
Dead.
I think
Is experiencing fear of Rue right now.
You should definitely go after. I'm gonna say a shout out. Go after the Shadow Roo. She's gonna get them back up. So kill them off quickly. She says very lightly. And also, we should scatter.
Shadow Dakota.
I'm gonna move.
Shadow and Nia.
Yeah, whoever's
Shadow. Fucking it's not even his turn. One round hasn't passed yet.
Who wants to hype it up? I guess.
Fucking hell. Okay, where are you going, Rue?
I wonder, is Sapphire's not here though. I was gonna wonder if she could go with me and we were gonna move ourselves away.
Sure.
What?
Sapphire's here. She said sure.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna move 20 feet away from these guys. Probably somewhere else.
God, okay.
Yeah. And I'll come with
Just
Sapphire.
book it.
Since Sapphire didn't do it. Let's go.
Man, it's actually kind of nice to see the crit fail thing hurt somebody else.
I know, right? I was using your dice too.
And I'll
Every
put-
iteration of Cyril is cursed.
I
Oh,
know.
let's see. We'll see.
You-
We'll go here.
You got max damage from fire, from water, and earth at one point too. Jesus Christ.
And then I'm gonna do the bonus action turn on the blade.
Fuck me. If Shadowroo wasn't the last person to go, y'all would have gotten fucked.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Can the spiritual weapon attack in the same turn that it's summoned?
Yeah.
Yes, I just don't know how far.
It can go. Let's see.
It's like 100 and some odd feet, isn't it?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Spiritual
60 feet.
weapon, 60 feet. So
Oh,
you
wait,
you
so
you would 100% be able to put on
10,
any one
15,
of these
20,
people and
25,
instantly
30.
kill them.
I'm gonna get Rue.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get Shadow Rue.
Okay, let's see if you can fucking kill her.
Attack. Wait, do I have any bonuses? Let me see. I want to kill her. I don't think so. But attack. Let's just try it
Jesus
out.
Christ. 18 versus your 19 AC. I don't think that hits.
Nope. Damn it.
Thank God your AC is fucking tanky.
Ania will a little bit shakily speak to Galmar and point at enemy Rue, take her out before she takes me out. She's giving him permission to go ahead and not shield her.
Yeah, because she's gonna raise
Okay,
up 3
now I
fingers.
just
She's like, I got 3 of those, so you better take me out fast.
Okay, now I need to double check. I can make it there, but I can't come back. And I'd have to run into the tentacles.
Fucking hell.
Right.
Is it any creature?
Any creature that walks into that Hunger for Dar will take damage upon ending and starting their turn. Specifically, they will take 9 damage upon starting their turn in that area.
We're basically looking at a forest of tentacles and inky
Yeah,
fog.
so to give a description for what's happened so far, so the fireball went off directly in the maw of horrifying inky sludge tentacles that are raging and screaming upon the ground, that are just flopping everywhere, and it looks like a hell zone of death. And you hear the absolute screams of pain and torture from all 3 of which who have died so far, as well as the many who have taken damage. It is screams upon screams as their burning bodies of scorched flesh get sunken into the inky darkness.
Oh,
Dakota's looking at this, and he just looks so done with everything.
Ania is shook. She is not happy.
Nia can especially hear her own screams. They are very loud.
She is not
Is that your turn, Rue?
To just run in there anyway and take the
That
damage.
is my room. I am done.
Alright. Gamor, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to greatly regret this, but let's do it anyway, I guess. Wrong tool.
Are you gonna run into the buzzsaw?
Wait,
Yes.
In ally space, can
Hang on
we? It's
one second.
hovering.
I mean, I
Rue,
could also just take an adjacent tile and still attack Rue.
Mhm.
The Rue
hang on
clone.
1 second, guys.
Uh-huh.
Rue had advantage on the attack with the spiritual weapon.
Oh,
did
yeah,
I?
because she has.
Oh my
Oh, right.
Yeah, feel free to
Please
roll
let
your attack again. I've got your fairy fire for a second there.
Let me just. Oh, let's see. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Blessings,
1d.
blessings.
Blessings.
Oh yeah, you guys can also see through the inky blackness because of fairy fire exceptionally well. So you guys get you get half damage, which might actually kill her. But you guys get to see in glowy,
Wait,
glittery
you're telling me her
pink
AC is
and
19?
is in
Yep.
fact, yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah. But the inky blackness is being cut through by massive swaths of pink and purples. So on top of the fireball and the inky tentacles, you get fairy lights. It is one of the most horrifying sights you guys have ever seen.
Front row seat, everybody. Let's go.
Jesus
Ooh, here's another.
Christ.
Here's another idea I could do.
Oh.
Actually,
Is it
Oh,
half?
right, because half
it
damage.
means
Yeah,
that-
that's right.
yeah.
So plus minus 5. All right, cool. God. All right. So Gamar, it's your turn.
And Nia
another idea
understands.
crosses my mind. I'm just gonna step right on up right here,
Uh huh.
and I'm going to use enervating breath on these two.
Ooh, what does that do?
They need to make a DC 14 Constitution save. If they fail, they immediately fall incapacitated
Fuck.
until the start of my next turn.
It comes not that good. You could do it.
Hey.
Oh damn.
Dang.
Plus side, that's only one attack, so I can still run in and make another.
All right.
What was the disadvantage
Well,
that those character that Rue has? Is it just the shadow one? Is it abilities or
Hmm?
saving throws? 0?
Disadvantage on what?
She has. Does Gelmar get an advantage on the attack?
It's technically not me making the roll; it's just them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, so attack them, you get advantage,
Mhm.
but
Yep.
not them doing saving throws. Okay.
I could still run in there and attack them again. It would balance out because I'm pretty sure Hunger of Hadar also counts as darkness, but
You could, yeah. Sapphire has significantly less AC than Root does.
I mean, I'm planning to go for Rue anyway, but
But I
Sorry?
have spare the dying, and I can heal people back up.
in that case, yes, I will take the additional 2 steps in. How much damage did you say I have to roll for, or is that just at the end of my turn?
I'm adding
Uh,
wheel.
At the end of your turn, you will take 6 damage.
Oh man,
I'm
I'll
gonna
help you.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm gonna make a
That's
I'm gonna sorry.
that's additional.
yeah. That's +6 to whatever attack roll.
What's that from?
That is from Omen.
Ah.
I think it's Cosmic Omen. I did roll wheel the other campaign last week,
Uh
so I have 3 of those.
huh. Ooh, gives you a +6. Oh my god.
Yeah, it can
yeah.
give me. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you have to get above a 13.
Oh, let's make an attack roll then, shall we?
I want to see a natural one. I really
Come
do.
on, you can do it.
You bastard.
But you do have
Wait,
advantage.
advantage.
He's got
Advantage.
You do have advantage. Click the advantage in there. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you hit it.
Blam.
yes.
Hey Sid, I'm gonna add on to that.
You don't have to.
She's just dead.
She takes enough damage that when she starts her turn, she will take 9 damage, and she has 2 health. So you're welcome to
Okay.
kill her right now if you want to, but she is dying.
No reason to at the moment, it seems.
Yeah.
Hey, good job. Oh, you did a good job hurting.
Let me just
But that's fine.
double check. Wait. Let me just double check real quick. I need to make sure that's how Hunger of Hadar works. Whoops.
I mean, even if it wasn't, I've used all my movement to get here.
Yeah.
I can't leave right now.
Any creature that ends its turn must succeed on dexterity saving throw, but any creature that starts its turn just automatically takes it. So yeah. So roll a dexterity saving throw real quick. Let's see. I don't remember.
I assume that's probably under.
Yeah, 16.
It's-
So
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so
so you
6
take-
damage, you said?
yeah, you take 6 damage because it was already rolled. Very nice.
Okay.
And even
And
at
that's
the
turn.
lowest possible roll, even if we weren't taking a 9, Rue has 2 health. So the lowest possible roll of a 2d6 would still kill the Shadow Rue.
But
Yay!
Fucking Christ.
Yay! Good
So,
job, me and my friends. and
As
everybody.
describe to me real quick, you being the shit out. as the saw blade comes in and just starts to rip and tear. What you run in there, you're stepping on this inky darkness of pretty much what you would consider to be pure hellish torture. What do you do?
I assume that's at me?
Yeah.
I guess mostly just self-reassurance. If I don't take her out, it's only going to make worse situation. It's only going to make things worse. Let's see if I still hold might over them.
Oh, wait. Before I forget. What is it? Yeah, you know what? Hold on. So you attacked Rue. I'm going to take your ability Cloud Rune. And I'm going
you're going to
to
hit me with the attack?
Huh?
You're going to try and hit me with the attack?
I will make it hit you with the attack instead, so she regains her
What are you
8 health.
talking about?
Cloud Rune is a special ability is one of Gelmar's runes. It allows him to redirect an attack going for one subject to another one of an unrelated to the fight.
Within 30 feet. So,
yep.
Does your buzzsaw actually have health, Rue? I forget.
Let me look at the thingamajigger.
Because if so, don't have him break your fucking spiritual weapon.
No! Okay, let's see. Floating spectral weapon. That lasts for the duration?
Doesn't look
Doesn't
like
say.
it does.
Yeah,
Super
it's
weird.
spectral, so like it's.
Okay, in that case, I will have you hit yourself. Basically.
I mean, you could also. I think you can also redirect that attack to some other entity you have a range away, but
It does say 30 feet, but that feels weird to me.
I just always think of it as the rune absorbs the hit and then fires off a shot at another subject.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, in that case, I will actually have it. Let's see, 21. I'll have it aimed towards normal Rue, so it still hits a Rue.
Ow!
So that'd be 8 damage to Rue.
Wow.
The first time I'm able to use your tactic against you. God, that feels good. The amount of times you've stopped a finishing blow from me. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love that you have that. Okay. So your 8 damage goes to Rue. Fuck.
Oh,
Yes.
Get him!
Yes.
Get him! Oh my god, she's coming in clutch!
Foot on the gas pedal. Yes.
Oh
all
my
the way to the
God.
floor.
He's coming in clutch! Oh my gosh!
Doesn't
Such
even
a
need advantage.
cute DM moment.
Doesn't even need advantage.
He didn't even say
Such
anything.
a
He just
fucking
popped up.
DM moment.
Action surge.
And Gilmar still has at least 1 or 2 more attacks, I think.
Crud, I just realized I was muted when I said all that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
you,
man.
you were entirely quiet, so it just popped up in the sidebar.
I was wondering
It was the
why it didn't seem
largest
like-
moment of fuck you DM I've ever heard.
I did not even realize. I'm so sorry.
That was so sudden. I was like, whoa.
Just dead silence and then just action surge, attack, and damage. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I guess if that's that, I guess I'll take another attack at the clone Sapphire then.
Oh
Since
my
that's
god.
2 attacks I get back.
Yeah, feel free. Jesus.
You
I'm
hit
sorry.
sin with that.
Okay, let's do this again.
Fucking annihilating your DM, goddamn.
Yeah, I don't think that's hitting Sapphire.
These
That
players
is
are
not-
scary. I don't want to fight ourselves.
Oh my
Let's not.
god. Fucking fireball to the whole damn town.
Let's never do this again.
Let's not fight ourselves.
On the plus side, I now know that in no circumstances should I have a group of enemies be fucking in the same goddamn spot.
Yep.
Because holy shit. Fuck.
I mean, hey, Sid, you could also use that tactic I sent in DMs.
Oh. Oh, that's fair. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Hold
Oh, I
on,
thought
hold on. I've
did
got
the
something
Shadow
else.
Rune not die yet?
Oh yeah,
no.
because you're the last one there. Oh fuck.
You okay?
Yeah,
He's
just fucking tearing my
dying because
throat
of
up.
this whole
Jesus. Oh my god. That was such. I legitimately that might be my favorite usage of action surge I've ever seen in a campaign.
It just came up so silently, and it was so impactful.
The worst part is I wasn't even trying to do that. I was actually trying to talk during this. It's just like, wait, why are they? It's really unusual that they just cut me off mid sentence like that. Why?
Oh,
why would
man.
they? Oh, that's why I'm muted.
Fuck. Okay.
Best moment ever.
So on Rue's turn, she on Shadow Rue's turn, I should say. Yeah, it's basically being swallowed up by a tentacle pit from hell. So
Yay.
but
Good
sparkly. She's very sparkly as she screams out in horrible amounts of pain and suffering as she goes down. Same with Shadow Sapphire. On her turn, she would die anyways, and this is a little bit more impactful, so I'll do the same thing here. Essentially, every single person is just lit up by greens, by pinks, by blues, by all kinds of colors, as they are being constantly swarmed over by mass amounts of tentacles and inky darkness, and it screams as fires erupt from the middle, just bouncing everywhere effectively. Which I believe, Gelmar, you dodged. Let me just double check that real quick.
Which one? What are you talking about?
The dexterity save that you had to do.
Yeah, he did half.
I think you passed, yeah. Did you?
The clone one, yes. If you're talking about the hit from the Hunger of Hadar, no, real Gelmarm failed.
Oh, okay. So you also get hit by both the tentacles around your feet, but also giant sparks of flames that are just like slamming into your armor. As Rue's fireball was not only swallowed up by the Hunger of Hadar, but it's also being constantly spat back out. Oh, my throat's fucked. Okay. Cyril, it is your turn as you are watching this absolute fucking murder.
Oh,
Are we gonna do mine?
Sapphire.
Oh,
Sapphire's
right,
turn.
sorry. You back, Sapphire?
Yes.
Alright.
Yay.
Sapphire, it is your turn.
Is there
Did-
anyone alive?
Only
Gelmar.
Only
There's
Shadow
clone
Gelmar.
Gelmar.
Clone
Pretty good
Gelmar,
spots ahead of
okay.
him, too.
I appreciate that, Fading.
I guess I'm shooting an arrow at him.
Alright. Feel free to launch
Is he in
it.
armor or does he have a helmet on? Where's his weak spot?
That's a good question,
His
Gelmar.
head is the head and the tail are the only things exposed.
So going for the eyes again, huh?
Your favorite.
Just like, I need your eyeballs.
It's period bow, right? That's what we decided.
I believe so, yes. Then I'll look at the numbers. I'm assuming using your hunter's mark and your other stuff for it.
Yes. Zephyr
Alright.
strike, all that.
Advantage on the attack.
Let's see. You also get a second bow shot, so feel free to do period bow again.
I think we did period bows. That's why.
Ah, Jesus. Does a 20 hit your? Or sorry, no. The first one's a natural 1,
Yeah, that one's not hitting.
and the second one's a 10. Oh, her cat turned off her computer.
Oh no!
As the third person I know whose kitten has turned off their computer.
It's
Yay,
happened to
yeah.
me too.
Fourth.
Me as well.
Give me your foot.
It's like
when, we
a
had
rite of
really young,
passage.
when we had really young cats, they used to think of the back of my PC as play toys, and a couple of times accidentally unplugged the power from my full PC
Oh
mid-call.
god. So, as you shoot your bow, are you terrified at this moment? Like the sheer visual spectacle that you are watching at the moment. How does that make your character feel? Sapphire.
Like watching all my group demolish the other.
Watching your entire group be not only fireballed, but basically eaten by a pool of black inky tentacles, being a sparkling display of light, as well as yourself screaming in agony as you go down into the pits of hell.
Not me.
There is nothing more dangerous to the
That's
party
not
than
my group.
itself.
Aeneas shook.
That's not my group, fuck you.
Welcome back, crew.
Oh, very fair. So, your first shot, you
Twisted
aim...
versions of us. Not me. That's not us.
Huh? What was
That's
that,
not
Sally?
us.
Your first arrow flies forwards, but has to weave around a few folks, so it pretty much just sinks itself into one of the black tentacles that just pops up and basically slaps out of the air as if it wasn't paying attention because it's a pool of darkness. The second arrow...
Can I ask a question before we keep going?
Yes.
Did she roll with advantage on those hits?
She did not. That is a good question. Is he one of the fairy fire?
He's one of the ones that failed the fairy fire.
You're right. Feel free to roll bows twice again. Or
Feel
if we
free
had
to kill
bows.
them harder.
Yeah.
So is it period bows?
I
wanna
don't
just
think we ever.
make sure I get
I
it
don't think we
right.
ever added period bows as a command. So I think you just had to do period bow twice more. If you did add period bows, feel free to try that. I don't
I know
remember
we
if we did or
fixed
not.
something at one point. I just forget what it was.
I think it was swords.
Um,
I think we fixed like the sword attacks or something. I don't remember. But feel free just to either try period bows
twice.
or period bow twice. Yeah.
No, yeah, okay.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Move your hand, please. I'm trying to type. Thank you.
Ooh, 23 will hit.
Ooh.
And an 8 will not. So, the first arrow flies through the air, and it does hit the black tentacle inkness, which then whips it around and slams it into Gelmore's chest frame, basically. Just absently helping you by being a fucking menace of society, as this weird tentacle pit of hell proceeds to do. The second arrow flies through the air, and you see the Shadow Gelmore grab it out of the air and snap it in half. And just toss the remains onto the ground. But it will take 20 damage.
Did we add the Zephyr Strike?
Zephyr Strike? I don't think we've added that just yet.
I thought I mentioned that before, that I was going to do Hunter's Mark and Zephyr Strike.
Ooh.
Or can I not do both at the same time?
I don't think you can do both if you're attacking.
I know Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. What's Zephyr Strike?
Let me see. Where is your Zephyr Strike?
Zephyr Strike melee thing.
Let's see.
It's a bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, you can only do one of them.
So,
And Zephyr
even though
Strike
Hunter's
specifically
Hunter's
does...
Mark isn't a spell,
Mhm.
it's still going to take up a bonus action thing.
Oh, right, because I fixed Hunter's Mark. Let me see. Hunter's
Yeah.
Target. You can use your bonus action to focus your attention. So yeah, it is a bonus action to do Hunter's Target.
Okay. Does that help me as far as damage? Can I switch that to Zephyr Strike? Just for the extra damage.
Hunter's Mark will do an extra 1d6 damage. Zephyr Strike will deal
1d8.
a 1d8. So you can, in fact, replace that if you would like to. Zephyr Strike, once before this turn ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll, which actually would give your first one a +2, which it hits anyways, so... it does a 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you miss or hit, your walking speed increases by 30 till the end of turn, which is very useful. So yeah, we can replace that 1d6 with a 1d8, so feel free to roll a 1d8 real quick.
Okay.
And I think that 1d4 should also turn to 1d6, so we'll just replace the 1d4 with the 1d6, and we'll add in 3. So...
Wow.
It's 4 plus 4 plus 3. 11 plus 8 plus 3. So 19 plus 22. 22 damage. Quick maths.
Oh, come here.
Minus
22 damage.
God.
Dang.
And that's with a barely hitting attack.
Dang.
So it hits
I'm
him.
all about max damage.
Yeah. God, max damage would have been. I'm pretty sure max damage would have killed him. So you hit him to just it's square in the chest. For the second one, he cracks out of the air, pretty much just snapping the arrow in half and flinging it to the side. Cyril, you are seeing all this truly horrifying insanity in front of you. Just the sheer quantity of sparks and a light show with the juxtaposition of the inky black darkness on the ground. What would you like to do?
I'm actually going to. Yeah. Okay, so Cyril's going to vanish, reappear right behind Shadow Galmar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attack twice.
Okay.
See if I can do this correctly this time.
You got him. Kill
I
him.
know, right?
I have faith in you.
You can do it.
Your faith is misplaced.
Oh, no.
And it is with advantage +2 for the first one.
So I would do 4 attacks using the multi-attack, and then we'll just add +2 to the first one that succeeds. Ooh, thank you.
Oh, here we go. I'll just do 4 rolls.
Yeah. And then what is that?
Because I'm not using the cross swords thing over here. If I just click advantage.
You just
You know,
do
just
the
do
cross
them.
swords and just do 4 rolls, and then the first 2 are 1 roll, and the second 2 are 1 roll as well. So you add a +2 to 21 and 23, both hit.
All right, and
Then you just do 2 damage.
let me do the damage now. Do the damage. And I am. Okay, I'm gonna pop a.
Some smites.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop some smites in, but I'm doing this. I'm definitely doing this like the hard way for some reason. Hold on. Okay, so there's that.
Okay.
Hello.
It's their base damage.
I think I have. Yeah, I have both of my second level spell slots.
I can guarantee you your smites will kill him.
And I'm gonna dump both second level spell slots into this
Jesus
hit.
Christ.
So
Pretty sure your first one's gonna kill him, but we'll see.
it's like 68, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. As it's 3d8 with a second spell slot, so 68 would be. God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Ooh.
Oh my
It's
god.
that meme of he's
Yeah, I'm
already
fairly-
dead.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure my dupe's already dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Both strikes hit with that spear, and there is just this explosion of those same gnarled black those gnarled black vines with the thick green spikes on them just wraps around the body, and the spikes flip inward and just
Rip and fucking tear.
rapidly just like ensnare him and just stab right in from all angles.
My gosh, it's
Jesus.
so gnarly.
As your vines pretty much just eviscerate him and just sink into him like it's a goddamn roller coaster of hell, the black tentacles swoop upwards, wrap around the Shotgun Mar's body, and then squish it down. It's not like, you know, an elevator kind of thing. No, it's like it's squishing him into what is effectively a ground. You see and hear the most uncomfortable popping noise that you've ever heard in your life, as well as the twist and grind of metal. And then, soon, yeah, just as soon as it was as active, this is technically a total of 12-ish seconds, it disappears, along with every single one of the bodies. They all just vanish.
And Nia drops the chalice, the starry form, and she's just standing there, a little shell-shocked right now.
Oh, good job, everybody!
Just
Dakota
a
just
happy Rue in the background, just like, yeah, we did.
Yay! We did it!
Yeah. Dakota just looks like really like stoic and tired. His true strike is still glimmering on his gun because he never actually shot it. So that's just gonna be there. He's gonna keep that on. I'm gonna remember that that's on when we meet the king. All right.
God.
And he's just like, rule number 9 of the Cowboys Code. If you see an injustice to another creature happening, your honor bound to stop it. This whole place is riddled with injustice. That meeting better be worth it.
You hear a slow clap.
Ooh.
Well done. Well done. I was surprised you all would kill each other so unabashedly. Very impressively done. I haven't seen children like you in a long, long time. You see a faceless, strange figure appear at the bottom of this area. Waiting for the care package.
Dakota raises his gun.
Oh, please. If you think a gun can hurt me, then you are sadly mistaken, child.
Saying any old flintlock.
You're in my playground. If your patron decided to so much as scratch me, I would eat him alive. You can feel the threat go so hard into you, your gun turns off.
Does that get rid of my true strike?
Yeah. The true strike still goes, it still's on, but you physically can't fire the gun.
Howard? I just like look at the gun.
And that's not right to stay. I definitely would not fight them like this.
Heck happened to the natural order, sir.
You guys just see Dakota talking to his gun.
And Nia steps away from Dakota.
Just like,
She's
sir.
gonna go over here.
Silly children. Been alive for longer than your patron has been. You couldn't do anything to me if you tried. But the rest of you, well done, well done. Such ingenuity, such unabashed passion. Honestly, the Inky Tar was a fantastic spectacle. Kind of ate my clones. Haven't seen that before.
Did what I needed to do.
Kind of brutally, but true. True. Honestly, there's not much more for me to play around with you folks. You are fascinating, shall we say. But you have passed my trial. You are one step closer to wherever your journeys may be. And she slowly turns her head to Cyril as the body becomes a little bit more feminine, becomes a little bit more of a solid figure. But she doesn't turn her body. Her head turns 90 degrees to left to look at Cyril. You're hunting us.
Yes.
Fascinating. Do you know what you're hunting?
Right now,
In terms of us.
so far the only time I have for you is 7 somethings.
That is an interesting definition, I suppose. 7 sins would be a more accurate dominator for your common tongue, I suppose. I am defined as envy. Everything you could wish for, everything you could desire, everything you could need, and nothing at all.
Oh.
You don't look as surprised as I thought you would.
So, were you trying to convince us to desire something from somebody else?
No, I was seeking to see what you desired above all else, and to grant it to you, and then make every single person under you terrified of what power you held. The more envy that you have, the more things you desire. And she turns her head another, 45-ish degrees to look at Dakota without moving her body. And everything you could wish for at the tip of your fingers. And no one would stand in your way. Except those who die.
Could I ask you some questions then?
You hear a cracking noise as she snaps her head back to you. Ask away! I love questions.
Your sibling on the metal ship.
Oh, I wouldn't call them siblings. More unfortunate companions.
Then the question still stands.
He is on a ship, yes.
What is he?
Oh, he's a sleepy little bugger. He likes to sleep all day and all night, and he fucking hates it when people awaken him. His ship goes around, they hear his songs of peace and slumber, and then they don't awaken. Oh, what a dream! Wouldn't you all like, she turns and looks at Nia, to rest?
Nia, this whole time, has still been shaken from the battle, and she's holding her staff pretty close, and she just sort of shrinks away slightly. She's being uncharacteristically quiet.
She turns back to Cyril. Rest is a natural part of nature. Too much, though, and you don't come back.
So then this one is Sloth.
Indeed.
Hmm.
The other ones have already taken hold upon your world to some degree. We were let out, some years ago. I was let out many, many years ago. But forever I remain within my glass, my reflection. I am what everyone desires, and I am what everyone fears and hates. Everyone is envious of something. They desire something. And I just show them what is in their soul. For good or for bad. Some die, but you all live.
What's Sloth's weakness?
I don't know. The only thing I know about my dear companion Sloth is that he's a stubborn son of a bitch. The only people who've ever been able to deal with him are stubborn sons of bitches. You get along perfectly.
You said
you're
you were let out.
Oh, yes, we were let out by something. No idea what. I've been stuck in this mirror for as long as I can remember. But something let us out. Something let us go free. And oh, my companions. Oh, they've been having fun.
You said it yourself, though. Something let you out.
Indeed.
What are you doing back here?
They let me out to wherever they held me. And then this God-forsaken mirror trapped me once again. The world's greatest joke is that envy itself cannot have what it desires.
Why are you granting people their wishes, kind of? Sounds like a very nice thing to do.
Well, if I give them all the power in the world, how quickly do you think they'll die?
Well, I don't know.
And that, my dear, is why I give you nothing. If I gave you all the power in the world, your circumstances wouldn't change. What's in one's heart is not always power. I give them what they're envious of, if I can, and then they spread themselves throughout the world and bring more to me. Or they die, and I am lost forevermore until another one finds me, and wishes for more promises and more hopes and dreams that they'll get and they'll crush down around them. It is the funniest tale I can possibly tell, 'cause it goes in a circle, around and around. Everyone wants something. Everyone is envious of everyone else. But what happens when you get that power, child? You don't know how to use it. Besides, it's funny sending them to all of my companions, shall we say. They so do love the company.
Does that mean you know where they are?
Not in the slightest. But when you have one sin, you will find another.
Ania will speak up and she'll say,
Are you gathering energy for someone?
Only for me, dear. I wish to be freed of this prison of mine to do whatever I seek and wish. A dream that may or may not ever be fulfilled. But I am so envious of those that get to leave. One day my power will be strong enough that I can leave, and I can beat the shit out of people like your pet. She looks at Dakota as she says that. But for now, I am simply trapped where I am, and I meet friendly fellows like you. Such poor delusional fellows.
You said pet. Did you mean patron?
No. Pet.
Oh. Oh.
You can feel the sheer
that was
vehemous wording she uses there.
That was out of character, but I'm making
Oh.
that in character. Dakota would say that, actually.
She's like, oh wait, do you mean patron? No. Oh shit. Anyways, would you all like to go free now, or do you have any more questions? She looks at Cyril. Cyril?
None that it seems you have answers to.
Oh, you are smart. Not as smart as the little girl over there, but still smart. Send me someone stupid next time, will you? I appreciate it. Ta-ta for now. Say hello to my companions for me, won't you?
No offense, but I
Can I
hope you
insight?
Hmm?
Sorry, can I insight her as she says companions?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Ania
is
only
not
hasn't
a
been
fond
insighting.
term. Huh?
Ania's only not been insighting because she's a little bit still rattled.
It is not a fun term. It is not a term of endearment that she uses. It's damn near an insult the way she says it.
Oh, I was wondering, for those people that didn't do so well, can we go back in and help them get out?
No. Their
Oh,
souls
wonder-
are mine.
oh.
I do have one question.
Yes, boy.
Why the cloud?
Why what?
Why the clowns?
she chuckles for a second. She shakes her head. She's like, you mortals and your strange fascinations with painted faces. That mortal in particular, I remember her. Oh, I threw an entire army of clowns at her. If you thought what you did to your clones was disturbing, oh, even I was a little bit spooked by that. I kept throwing clowns at her, and she once ripped off one of their arms and beat them to death with it. Then she ripped off their weird red nose thing that I didn't realize was not supposed to be a nose. But apparently it's supposed to be detachable. So she ripped it off thinking it was detachable, and then it wasn't, so she choked him to death with it. It's kind of weird, honestly. And yeah, she did this for about 5 hours.
Wow.
I don't know what it is with you creatures and your hatred for these painted figures, but, wow.
Yeah, sounds like she needs some help.
Not related to the clowns. You
Yeah.
seem familiar. You seem familiar with the net.
Oh, he
What do you
visited
know
me
of him?
once.
Has
Yeah.
Roderick ever visited you?
Once. I didn't like being around him.
Why?
Let's just say he was an uncomfortable fellow to seek. He was not envious. He was determined. He did not believe that anyone had something that he wanted. He believed that he just simply didn't have what he was seeking yet, and he would eventually get it, and there was nothing that would ever stop him. When you are envious of something, it's because there's a possibility you won't get it, but you'll want it. He never once considered the possibility that he wouldn't get it. His pride was almost as strong as my companion. And that is saying something.
What was he seeking?
I don't know.
He's that powerful? He hid it from you, or you didn't look?
I didn't look. I'm fairly certain if I did, he would have killed me.
Oh.
How Gelmar looks even more confused. What is he?
Human, to the best of my knowledge, but tampered. By what? I
He
do not
looks
know.
confused.
Whatever he is, he's frightening enough.
Well, there is a reason that my companions leave him alone. As do most creatures. Best of luck seeing him. If you die, it's not my fault. Mostly. And with a blink, you're all transported back to... Where's the map I had? To the ruins. You do wake up all surrounded by one another, kind of haphazardly lumped into a corner next to the mirror, which now has a cloth around it. And pretty much like several of the people were just put on top of Cyril. Like Rue and Sapphire were just dumped on top of Cyril, and Nia was just kind of laid down between Dakota and Gelmar, and just kind of haphazardly put in the corner.
Oh,
Yeah,
And Nia checks all her inventory.
You guys have everything you had? And that, my friends, is
good.
where we're going to end it for this session, because I do have to go eat dinner here soon. But hopefully you guys had a fantastic time, possibly a horrifying time, watching yourselves be bathed in fire and light up darkness of pitch black tar made into tentacle. Seriously, that has to be the most disturbing visual I can possibly come up with.
that was definitely super fun.
Now
Cyril's
imagine,
just so proud.
now imagine if
So
Rue
It's
gave
not
herself haste.
foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, haste. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do.
Imagine double fireball.
Could
Yeah.
you do haste and do fireball at the same time? I don't know.
Well, you can give yourself haste, and the next turn you can do double fireball.
Damn.
It's kind of brutal.
Whew.
But we will be continuing this next week on Friday. As always, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. PST, or roughly 9 p.m. It's more like 9:20. But we'll be continuing this next week. We're going to be having a whole bunch of things going throughout the week as well. So if you guys are interested in any of our content, feel free to check that out everywhere that we have content, including our streaming schedule on Twitch, which I am keeping more or less up to date. But if you guys also want to see more about each characters, I do have a command which shows you each of the different characters and each of the different names that you're able to see, which you guys can do when we're offline or when we're online, but more often than not it'll be when we're online. So we'll see all of you fine folks next time as we experience this wonderful, wonderful session and see you guys meet King Roderick of the Crimson Talons for the very first time. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.